Hi, my name is Matthew Lillard. You've probably seen me in many a horrible movie back in the 90s. Can we start again? It's me, Matt! Hi, I'm major motion picture star Matthew Lillard. Hi. All right, Sam. I'm Matthew Lillard. What's the line? You just do whatever the fuck. I almost had it. I got booger on my shirt. What's the first line? I was in terrible movies during the 90s. You grew up on them and you watched them, sucker. My name is Matthew Lillard. You may know me as Beetle from Beetle and Grimm's. Last couple of years, our company is focused primarily on the DM, creating battle maps, in-world handouts, jewelry items, and of course, stuffed animals. Now it's time to focus on you, the players. Because when we gather around a table, we're not there to hear a story, we're there to tell a story. All of us. And sometimes that story goes on for years and is remembered only on coffee-stained scraps of paper or 3 random journals. But worst of all, it's in your head. And why is that bad? Because I'm not that smart. Bill's way smarter than me. When he says it's Grimm that killed the frost giant that was on its way to destroy the town, I can't really argue with him because I don't have it on a journal. And if I had it in a journal, sitting on a bookshelf, you could just say, hey, check out my journal. We all know the problem with a journal. In a real game, when are you gonna use that thing? On a real night of gaming, you bounce from a core rule book to the advanced player's guide, and of course your character sheet. And the entire game goes like boom, to boom, to boom, to boom, to boom, 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 boom. You never go back to this thing. And again, the story is only in your brain, and Bill's telling you that he is the real champion. But what if? Now stay with me here. What if, Charlie, thanks. What if we created a single book specifically tailored for your character class? And what if it had an enormous character sheet to record every detail of your character? Every stat, every strength, weakness, magic item, enemy, ally, even your familiar. And then took all the official Pathfinder rules, the spells, feats, and skills that you need for your class and your class only, and combined that with an expansive journal to capture your story. And obviously it's only useful if it's on heavy paper to handle the years of wear and tear, and bound on a lay-flat binding so you can use every inch of it. And of course, us being us, we add amazing artwork from across the Pathfinder universe, as well as our own custom pieces, commissioned specifically for this book. And that's why I'm here today, to introduce you to Beetle and Grimm's complete character chronicle. Character sheet, rulebook, journal, all in one. The tools to tell your story and the pages to preserve it. If my story had been included in one of these, I'm pretty sure that Beetle, the greatest dungeon delver ever, would have been the true hero of the group. Not Bodum, not Tanner, and definitely not Grimm. Because it all would have been written down, the incontestable truth. Or at least, a well-documented lie. Which is just as good. I'm Matthew Lillard, and we are Beetle and Grimm.
Hi everyone, and welcome to the Beetle and Grimm's Home Shopping Network. Today, Shipping Goblin George here is gonna let you know about the amazing selection of officially licensed Dungeons & Dragons jewelry that we've made available.
Yes, water-deep, shiny faction tokens, shiny dragon coins, oh, shiny shark medallion.
They're absolutely beautiful, aren't they? Oh, and here's an update. As a special offer for today only, if we don't sell 10 pieces by the end of this commercial, George and I will both be killed.
Seriously?
Not to worry. 10 very reasonably priced pieces of D&D jewelry is not a problem. I'm sure no one wants us to die. How much money you got on you?
Oh, bones, lint, more bones.
Come on, $15 for 3 dragon pieces. We get the ball rolling.
Oh, okay. Ooh, more bones. $15.
There you go.
I was saving that for lunch.
Oh, sale number 1, baby. Here we go. Dam's broken. Let's go. Run!
One.
Hello, and welcome to Band of Badgers. My name's Joe, and I'm going to be the DM for the evening as we play Tomb of Annihilation by Wizards of the Coast. These are the players, fellow players.
Hello. Hello.
Hello. Well done for not saying hello, players, for once.
Well, you said it instead.
I'd also like to welcome our very special guests for the evening. They are Dustin and Devin from D4. Hello, guys.
Hey, everybody. Hey.
Yeah, so we're going to be asking them some questions in the halftime break, including things like what's it like to be dual DMs, which I'm sure I've been asked 1,000 times before, but
Joe wants to ask it again.
Yeah.
Until you give him a different answer, he's going to keep asking the same question.
For those that may not know in the chat, hi, I'm George.
And I'm Bob.
And I'm George.
And we're the shipping goblins from Beetle and Grip.
Amazing. Yeah. How many goblins did you have to kill from the warehouse in the end?
I mean, you know.
We don't actually kill any. It's just accidents.
Accidents happen.
Oh, I love this.
All right.
Okay, good.
We just stay here now. This is
this is it.
If I still had my turtle mask, we'd be away, but we're not.
Yeah. If you could just do this for the next 3 hours, that'd be amazing. Thank you.
Critical Role got their own animation season from Amazon. We'll just do the two goblins. That's it. That's all we need. Just bring it on. That's it. We're done. You're set. That's it.
Yeah. Talking about Beetle and Grim, let's just say a big thank you to our sponsors, who are Beetle and Grim. They have currently got a Kickstarter that's running. They have just unlocked their next stretch goal, which is the Druid book. So there should be a link to that going up in chat. So follow over there and pledge some money to try and unlock another book. I think there's a couple of days left on the Kickstarter. Is that right?
It ends on Monday.
3 days. Oh, wow.
Nice.
Go.
Go.
This is your last chance because the collector's editions that come in nice sleeves. That's it. Once the Kickstarter ends, it's done. We're over. You've missed out.
Yeah.
I want my t-shirt.
Also, a big thank you to Gale Force 9, who are also a sponsor. We have Gareth from Gale Force 9 as a player, and they have kindly agreed to give away a D&D character class tin of your choice. So we're going to be doing that in the halftime break. As you can see, it's
a fairly difficult question as well.
Yeah, so modelled by our beautiful assistant there.
Not a goblin. Not a goblin. Yeah. And that's my one. I get a ranger.
Yeah. We've also, through Band of Badgers, organised a load of discount codes, which will be going scrolling along below me. So have a look there. There's various discounts for lots of different companies, ranging from 5, 10, 15% off. So yeah, check those out as well. Also, to keep things interesting, we're asking you, the viewers, to participate. What you need to do today is you can be awarding the players inspiration. What you need to do is choose to highlight your message using channel points and just put the word inspire in the highlighted message. Our moderator, our lovely moderator Will be collecting those. Once 5 people have done so, then a vote will go up and you can then all vote on who you want the inspiration to go to as a player. So I'm sure each one of these people will be more than happy to gain some additional inspiration. Don't all sound too excited.
Yeah, it's a dangerous
Yeah.
thing. I mean, have
It's the
we?
first time. It's the first time we've done this. We have no idea if this is actually going to work or not. But
Well, yeah.
One thing I should have probably pointed out in our little WhatsApp group is that it don't work if it's the players that highlight their own messages.
Yes.
There goes my plan.
No,
Yeah.
Matt, I'll inspire you.
I still have my inspiration from last week.
We'll just roll round each other.
Yeah.
Fine.
That's it.
The mods will never get it.
Well, there's
Never
only
catch on.
five. There's only 5 options, and what Steve said was there isn't an option to include the DM, and I was like, well, if it's a tie, then the DM just gets it.
The DM gets inspiration. Is that
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a bribe? Oh, okay, fine. All right.
Oh yeah.
Also, please head over to our YouTube channel and subscribe over there. Additionally, if you've got Twitch Prime, drop a subscription in here through Twitch Prime. That all helps out massively. Thank you to everybody that's already done so, and anyone that might do so in this session, we'll give you a shout out at the end as well. Let's head over to Twitch chat and shout out some peoples. So here we go.
We want to inspire the monsters.
Have a look, see if there's any
You
ridiculous
can
names.
inspire
you'd
the
like to
monsters, of
send
course you can.
Yeah.
That death saving throw.
As a Thursday night DM, I think you can definitely inspire the monsters. See that Obo Lauren agrees with me. Hi Obo Lauren, thank you very much for joining us. Good to have you on the show. Thanks for joining. Who's that? Look, D4 Devon, D4 Dustin are in live chat as well. No idea who they are, but
No.
Yeah, thank you for joining us. There we go.
Spooky,
Sounds like spies.
Yeah, spies.
Spike, yeah.
Yeah, shout out Spooky Pumpkin. It's quite a cool name.
Spooky.
Maverick 2.
Maverick joins us every single week,
Yeah.
pretty much every single session. So thank you very much, Mav. We do want to,
Oh, no.
seriously, I mean it, I do want to get you back on the show. Well, not back on the show, just on the show. But,
There we go. Look, Maverick 2's already done Inspire. So,
oh, well done.
yeah. So 4 more to go, and we can get a vote up already. Ipsy as well. Big thanks to you for the past couple of weeks stepping in. Finally, like Blues Brothers, we got the band back together. So,
Ipsy.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm wearing sunglasses.
Ipsy.
I've got a technical.
Yeah. I'm obviously also rooting for the monsters as well. So, you know.
I now have Blues Brothers in my head. Great.
Yeah. Good. It's one of the best films ever. So,
But
cancel that.
loud.
Yeah. So,
Oh, nice.
yes, those are cool people in chat. Keep the inspiration coming in, and we'll get that vote up as soon as you've done 5 of them.
Need to let the chat out.
So, now for the moment everyone's been waiting for. Could Cork please do a summary of the previous session? That'd be amazing. Thank you.
I have to make sure my videos are minimized because, frankly, watching Steve crack up every week is hilarious. Okay.
Men's giggling.
Cork Diary, page 4. We found big lost city. It's part flooded and part covered with lava. Cork then bombed off a waterfall, made big splash. Oh, fun. We found a man named Reck. He was buried under a lot of rocks and left for dead by his previous lot. That wasn't fair. We pick him up and he joined us. Jessica seemed to like him a lot. We went to special monkey shrine, solved weird animal puzzle, and we picked up the weird puzzle box. There's like nine puzzle box apparently, according to Rec. Azrael turned into a bird. It was magical. Only for a moment though. Cork did not smash that bird. We fought weird monkey monsters, which made Rec go all stiff. Got out the shrine, and Jessica ran away with Rec, wanted to help him with his stiffness. Seamus came back. Think Seamus may have solved his own little box thing. We find out about that. The city seems to be exploding everywhere, and there are other people looking for the puzzle boxes. We need to hurry. Need to find more puzzle boxes. Let's do it.
Well done.
Amazing.
Well done.
Good job, as ever.
Of course, if you'd like to spend 500 channel points, you can inspire Cork for that amazing display of interest. But you can't inspire yourself, Cork.
Yeah.
I'll be upset.
So yeah, you've just exited from the shrine. You've met up with Seamus. Seamus has appeared, running in from the waterfall area that you came from as well, behind you. And you're currently standing out on a almost a T-junction crossroads, and looking down to your left, there's a large. The road seems to go on for a good couple of miles, and it's all overgrown. There's cracks in the ground, and there's vines all sort of interlinking across the path itself. Every so often, a small bird or tiny dinosaur sort of scarpers from one side of the road to the other. You see sort of small, like Groot-like creatures running after the dinosaurs and disappearing into the hedgerows as well. But they seem to be very fast. Almost as soon as you see them, they've scampered across from one side to the other. It's now sort of afternoon time, and it's starting to cloud overhead. So at the crossroads that you're standing at, to your left, you can see into the city itself. There's another shrine nearby, probably about 10-15 minutes walk, and to your right, there's a large sort of amphitheater as well.
Cork is just desperately trying to get to the next shrine. He views it as like a race, a competition between people he doesn't know, and he's kind of excited by the idea of beating them to the punch.
There was a couple of it. Sorry, Gareth, go.
Do you want me to go scout ahead and see if I can see where that explosion came from that we heard last week?
Yep.
Yeah, that sounds good.
So, Joe, am I right in saying I think we're here? If not, I'm a really bad ranger.
You are where the
Sounds like a bit of a metaphysical question. Are we here? It's like, yes, we are. Man, you know,
We are.
If you look around, it's kind of wet and like dingy, and you say, "Are we here?" And I think, "Is he talking to me?" And I think, "Yeah." Am I hearing voices in my head? I don't know.
I'm going to take sort of a little bit of a lead ahead and scout around, not keeping in the middle of the road, but just trying to stay in the shadows of the buildings. So if I see or hear anything, I'll stop and make the bird signal that we've all agreed on is danger.
Sure.
Yep, that's confirmed.
So the explosion you heard at the end of the last session was from the south, down towards the stairs entrance, and where you are currently is in the sort of north area here, where I'm hanging on the map. And
you know that the map is not on the screen for the audience, though.
No, I know.
Yeah. Okay.
You're saying we are here, right?
So that long road that heads down to the south, I'm going to make my way along there to the next temple.
Yep,
and then
sure.
Carefully scout around the temple to see if there's anyone in there, and then report back to the group.
Yeah. So as you come down to the next crossroads, traveling along the road itself is quite difficult due to the overgrown nature of the path itself. So there is quite a lot of having to hack away at vines and getting your way through. It takes, as I say, about 20 minutes to get to the next crossroads, and by that point, the clouds overhead have started spitting, and it's sort of just starting to rain. And when you get to the next temple, I can show you what it looks like. There's a large set of stairs leading up, and there's 2 pillars either side of the entrance, and it's very overgrown. Because again, there's lots of debris on the floor, logs, etc. And you see at the top of the temple itself.
Was that the queue?
Yes.
Oh right.
Yeah. So if you can pass that, send that to the part to everyone as well, that'd be great.
There we go.
Mr. Producer, if you would please.
There we go. See.
So yeah, you see a mantle over the front of the entrance to the shrine with the name of the tomb itself, and hanging from the mantle itself as well, you see 2 goblins that are currently making loud masonry type noises. So.
And standing on the shoulders of one goblin is another more hideous, almost undead looking goblin. And carving into the side of the wall where you read the name Shagambi being carved to say Shagoblins. And both of the jaguars' faces with snakes on their backs now look like the pair of goblins you see before you. One has a rat-tailed dreaded mohawk that runs down the full of his back. His ears are gnarled like a dog's chew toy and covered in so much jewelry it's hard to make out the actual outline of them. He is wrapped in stitched together leathers and patched together pants. His eyes are stark, sickening bright yellow above his scarred pig-like nasal cavity of where his nose once was, and it looks scarred as if it was cut off. And in the center of that nasal cavity is a more tarnished septum ring as he smiles in your direction with a yellow toothy grin that looks more like infected toenails jammed into his mouth.
The other is hard to see anything of his face beyond the oversized cabbie hat and mirrored goggles he wears. His entire attire looks ridiculous, with 4 different color vests, all different styles, over an untucked button-down shirt with gaudy red and yellow striped pants tucked into small boots. Obviously not made for a creature his size. On his back hangs a strange metal-tubed crossbow with no extending out parts. It's just a singular tube that it flares out at the end. And across him is a bandolier of various vials, small kegs, a few sticks of dynamite, which is slung over his shoulder. And on his hip is a smaller, like, hand version of that like weird metal-tubed crossbow without the things coming off the sides.
You hear tink, 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 tink. We were helping make it look nice. we work here. We're just it's not ready yet. Come back in a couple of years.
Yeah, nothing to see. Move along.
Oh, what are you doing? Looks fun.
Working. Yeah, working. You looking for a job? We can put you to work.
Cork already have job, but would like to help. Cork like goblins. Too great.
We're the best, Blake. I mean, yeah, go. And what do we see?
So Cork is a 6.5-foot, grey-skinned half-orc barbarian. He has kind of what I'd describe as kind of salt and pepper, kind of mohawk kind of hair, which goes into just a small tail at the back. He is covered in furs of a creature that's unknown origin, but you suspect is more of a mundane creature anyway. And he has a big old maul with him. He just has, at the moment, just kind of just a puzzled, almost perplexed look on his face, but you can tell by looking into his kind of also yellowish eyes that he's just kind of enthralled by the idea that you two are working on something. It's been so long since he's seen a pair of or any goblins at all, and he's always been quite fond of them. He speaks Gobbish as well, so he kind of very eager to interact.
We ain't the owners anyway. Well, he's lot of robbing the place, and I'm guiding them, and so's he. And I'll gesture at the turtle that's standing next to me.
It's all right, I maybe took a wrong turn. I'm not with these. I kind of, this is yours. I can't, and I'm backing away slowly, because they look a bit undead like, and they're talking because it really confuses me.
I don't think they're undead. I don't look undead. They're a bit grimy. Just gonna be on the streets for a while. Anyway, we're looking for these. I'll hold up the puzzle box from the last temple. Yeah, you ain't seen any of these lying around, have you?
Nope. Never seen one ever in my life. Don't know what is that? Is that like a circle?
Is that like an automatic insight check? Do I even need to say it? Something should tick over there, and I just dice roll on the screen and that.
I think I'll just take it past.
That's a 12 on my deception check.
I'll
Try it. This is where I found out I'm not trained in deception, but insight. There we go. Why won't it roll?
But not knowing that Cork speaks Goblin, I'll look to Grubbo and start speaking Goblin and be like, all right, it sounds like they got more of these stones. So we just rob the shit out of them.
Yeah, totally what we're going to do. We're going to wait until they not knowing us. We're going to rob them. And then we can totally take those. And those like bald tattooed people are really going to be pissed.
Yeah. Or we get paid by them, whichever is more
which
convenient.
is true. Yeah, we can totally sell them at least what? Like, each of these are probably worth what?
Why? I don't know. But why are they so obsessed with goblin? I mean, not goblin, gnome dicks.
I don't know. I don't get it.
I mean, we haven't found any gnomes, but we found all these carving stars.
These cubes, right?
And we're holding a cube. Well, it's in the. Never seen that before in our lives.
It's just put it behind his back, guys. Can I see that again? Like, I mean, if anything, we should have something in common, because like I can see that you're kind of into the jewelry around the nose, and so do I. As you can see, I got a nice big ring through my nose too, but I've also got a gem in my head. Which I don't know how I got there. One day I woke up and there's a gem stuck in my head.
Does it hurt?
No, I've been flicking it. I've tried to take it out a few times, but
you can take it out.
No, I can't take it out, but
But I can take it out and he'll like pull out a dagger. I can probably just carve it right out.
I think maybe we can do a deal and maybe swap some things for we're looking for cubes or circles like those,
Obo, they want to rob us.
Yes, Cole.
They want to take everything.
You think they want to rob us, do you?
I know they do. They said.
Whoa! We never. Those words never left our common lips.
Never once left our common lips.
Common returns and Gosh goes, I heard you say it. You want to rob us.
Oh, bitch. You know what we had to do to get these stones?
Yeah, this wasn't a simple feat.
What did you do?
Huh?
Did you get it from puzzle? Did you have to do puzzle in temple? Puzzle's difficult. We don't know difference between zebra and vulture. We don't know.
This one, and he'll hold up one. This one.
That one.
This one. I created a rocket-propelled sled out of assassin vines, ushered by a herd of Al-Mirage, all hopped up on grung poison while being chased by a pack of velociraptors after convincing a group of Chewingas to grow a ramp from their jungle magic. But there was this carving of a monkey choking a snake.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of innuendo they were trying to get us to perform there, but it didn't seem to go right, and they tried to shoot us with arrows. Eventually, we found some stone snake choking on a cube. Again,
very suggestive.
Oh, very suggestive in that one. It was called Moa, but I think there was a letter missing.
I think totally a letter missing.
Yeah. They were supposed to be moan. Yeah. That's definitely what the temple was supposed to be.
I'm just writing notes. Choke your
That would have been a
monkey.
good one. Why didn't we put the end back?
Guys, I think they have cube.
I think so, yeah.
This puzzle's harder than last week's puzzle.
Cork is just going to be bewildered by the amount of information you guys are throwing out and just kind of stand there, kind of slack, just like, oh.
Well, let's see. Let's see if you guys can, like, if we can come to some kind of a deal and like an arrangement. Like, if there's any way that we can get that cube off you, maybe we can offer some trade. Maybe there's some, big bad tattoo guys. You want to kind of get them out of the picture out the way, and you can move in on their land, and we can just pass on through.
You're trying to cut in our business. All right,
Just
we
a
were
little,
sitting
just
here
on the
by our
side and go.
supervisors.
Yeah, we were looking for new stuff to go in these boxes.
Yeah, these
Yeah.
boxes. We work in a warehouse
Over there across on the Sword Coast.
Yeah. And so Bob and George, they sent us, because we're the best goblins.
Oh, we are. We're the gophers.
Yeah, I'm not a gopher. We're goblins, not gophers.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I think I got some gopher in me because I'm always going getting stuff. I'm go for here, go for there.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But we're trying to find a cube in here. We're thinking we're going to get all of these cubes and put them in boxes. But if you can give us something better, we'll talk about it later.
Yeah. But you want this cube? Like, he puts it back in his pouch. Oh, you want that cube?
And I pull out one and say, see, this one, Grubbo tried to pick a lock and it freaked him out for some reason. I never seen a goblin so scared of a lock before, especially one that was already unlocked. Yeah. And then he ran all the way into the water and get this giant frog with 3 eyes just swallowed him up. It was hilarious. And then he blew him up from the inside.
Yeah, it's real easy. You light a couple of these and it hurt a little bit. You had to put me back together. But, once we got inside, we got the cube, but then a bunch of stone frog faces started belching gas, but it was nowhere near as bad as Reek's. Yeah.
Oh, but this one was easy.
That one was way too easy.
Too easy. This one's suspicious.
Yep. Walked in, picked the lock, got the cube.
That's it.
Very weird.
So
Y'all
how
ready
many
to
have
go
you
into
got?
another temple? Y'all first.
You ready to go into Shagoblin?
Cork heard go into another temple. He goes, yay!
So how many cubes have you got?
We didn't say anything about cubes. Who said anything about cubes?
Yeah, you're the one with cubes. We got stones.
How many stones have you got?
We've got the easy stone and the difficult stone.
I mean, I got 2 very big stones, if you know what I mean.
We got 3. What do you want?
What do you want for 3 stones?
You want our 3 stones, and you haven't done anything for us. We're talking about you got to go in that temple, and we got to get the 4th stone for us, and then we'll talk about stone exchange.
Yeah, you go in, and then we'll get stoned all night long.
I think they want us to pick up a stone and trade it for boxes. I don't know. Cork is just so happy.
No, we've got to give them stuff to put in boxes instead of the stones, which are actually cubes, so a form of box anyway. We just got to convince them not to put boxes in boxes and put something more interesting in boxes.
Boxes could go in boxes?
But then
There's
things
a lot of
go
stuff
wrong.
that can go in boxes. You can put monsters in boxes.
It's true. I've seen it done.
Yeah. They get some hag to turn them into tiny little plastic things. I don't know how it's done, but that's what they do.
They don't cook.
All right. Hold on.
We go,
If you
we go
want,
in this one. This one. You been in this one?
no,
this
we
temple?
were making it, more goblin-esque.
Right, we're making it right because it was
Yeah.
way wrong.
If we walk in and it's more it's more in our favor.
Yeah, it's gonna go way better.
Cork,
Flawlessly.
Cork go, okay, and walk in. Straight in. Just forward. No stopping him. Striding in.
That one's the smart one.
Yeah, totally. I get it. He's your leader, right? Cork, your leader. I get it. I'd follow that guy. I'd follow him into. I probably would just follow him into this temple because he's right there. That's where I'm gonna go.
I'm just gonna follow him because he's my friend and he's much bigger than me. But that's the only reason. But I'm keeping an eye. I'm keeping an eye on both of you. and one on cork. You see, I'm gonna do this.
I'd like to see that done because we're gonna be behind you. And you can look in front of you and behind you at the same time.
We're gonna stand on either side of you, and I want to see you look at both of us.
Well, I can probably do that. Again, my eyes on the side of my head almost. It's like it's a thing with the turtles, you see. Come on then, Cork. Let's go.
Cork. All right, so we're on the battle map.
Yeah. So the entrance is, as I said, flanked by two large monoliths. The door to the shrine is. It looks to be very heavy, but upon checking it, it doesn't appear to be locked.
Cork. Stride in, no fear. Go straight into the middle.
All right, could you roll a strength check for me, please, as you're trying to push this old ancient door open?
I can't remember if I get advantage on strength checks or not at the moment, so I'm just going to roll. That is 14 plus 3, 17.
Brilliant. Yeah, so as you push the door open, you can tell that there's a lot of debris and old leaves and whatnot, and you've managed to get it open, but you do have to use almost all of your might to be able to do so. Cool. As you do, the air behind you whips cobwebs and old leaves that are held in those cobwebs, and it sort of blows it all in your face as you stride down the hallway itself.
Cool. Just and just plows on forward, almost half blind by cobwebs. Just
as you step down into the main area, you descend to a 15-foot high moss-covered room. 4 statues around the room are of omen warriors standing in alcoves to either side, overlooking a barred gladiatorial pit in the floor. Each statue looks like it was meant to hold a spear, but its weapon is currently missing. On the far side of the chamber, a stone pedestal stands conspicuously bare. A relief on the wall behind it shows a monstrous jaguar with 6 snakes protruding from its shoulders, fighting off a squat, frog-like humanoid armed with a spear. To the left of the relief is a narrow tunnel with stairs leading further down. Would any of the rest of you guys like to do anything outside before you go in?
I've just gone straight in.
Okay.
With Cork.
Yeah, can I look around, see if there's any? I don't know. The goblins. They were changing some kind of writing. Is that right?
Yep.
So can I see what that was?
Yeah. So it was literally the name of the temple itself.
Okay.
Which was Shigambi's shrine.
Okay. Shigambi's. Okay, and so there's.
Seeing that Seamus's other bodyguard has just stormed off into the temple, I will draw my long sword and keep a guard on Seamus as the 2 goblins are still around us.
Yeah. So I mean, there's nothing else I can see from outside.
Yeah, if you have a look around, you can roll an investigation check for me.
Sure. Investigation. Oh, my bad. So that's going to be 19 plus 3 is 22.
Yeah, so from looking at the vine-covered monoliths on either side of the entranceway, you do see some writing that was currently covered. You sort of pull away at all of the vines, and yeah, it is in old Oban.
Old Oman.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, well, the party's not here, but so I turn to Sarkis and say, yeah, I met your friend from earlier, Rek and Jessica in the woods whilst I was playing with my box. I didn't get into my box, unfortunately, but we'll get there one day, I'm sure. He gave me a book, and I can recognize some of this writing. The writing, it says Shigambi teaches us to fight evil with honor. I wonder if that's some kind of information we need. Rex seems like a very odd fellow, by the way. I don't know.
Fight evil with honor?
I don't trust it.
No.
Well, that's what it
you
says.
Stab it in the back and you put a bomb in it. You run away.
And then, boom, that's what you do.
That's how you fight evil.
Yeah, it's true. And then you got evil over here, evil over there, a little bit on you. I mean, it happens.
And then while it's burning to death or like trying to put its insides back in, you make fun of it.
That's true. Yeah.
You talk shit.
Talk
and
shit,
laugh
and steal all of its stuff.
That's how you fight evil.
I'm just going to look at them disdainfully and just typical goblins.
Yeah, I'll just ignore the goblins and just walk on through. I think.
I would like.
And now, I never thought I'd get that from another small. You know, the bigs I get it, but the halfling I never saw. Yeah,
small on small action.
Right here.
The feels.
But yeah, I would like us to be the last to enter, if that is possible. So I look towards anybody else that's waiting outside with us and go, ladies.
I guess towards Seamus Seamus has gone in. I think Sarkis. I don't know if Sarkis has gone or Sarkis has gone in yet.
As I pass, I'm going to flip him a copper.
I'm gonna take that copper.
Hey, look at that!
See,
respect.
That's right. I like you, Elven. I think you're an elf, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Elven man. I don't know your name, so I can't really address you by your name.
I've lost Seamus.
I'm here.
You should.
Oh yeah.
Still be able to move.
Sorry.
Yeah, you're this one.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Let me move it. There we go. I forgot to move. My bad.
Now mounted by the
Paul is basically very excited by the fact that there is an apparent, in his own mind, race of a type going on or a competition, and B, that he's just met goblins who he finds delightful, and he's being a bit, but he's not paying attention really to the stuff around him. He's just kind of looking around, and he sees stairwell, so he's going full on ahead with just like statues, no weapons. Ooh.
Yeah,
and he notices the pit in the middle of the room. That's kind of barred.
And as Reek comes in, he goes, "All right, everybody, listen up. This isn't our first rodeo. I don't even know what a rodeo is, but it's definitely not our first. So you, and you, all of you, not us.
Not us.
Are going to be the trap detectors and the monster fighters. You got it? I believe in you. You're all, bigs or you're big-headed, and how you treat other smalls. We'll keep that up. Yeah. Anyways, so the plan of attack is y'all go first, find out what's wrong, and we'll be here for support. And I'm going to cast motivational speech, and everybody gets 5. I think it's temporary, or is it to your max?
Temporary.
Yeah, temporary hit points.
And has advantage on wisdom saving throws. It will last an hour or until you lose the temporary hit points.
And if you are hit by an attack, you have advantage on your next attack.
That is awesome. Thank you
very much.
Sarkis,
I take it all back.
Too late now, Seamus.
Reek, every time your speeches get me, every time. Oh, I'm sorry we're around people.
It's okay. It's okay.
Sarkis, you were about to say something as well?
I take it the statues are in the alcoves.
Yes, they are.
And there's a pit with these bars across, and that's the empty bin you described.
Yes. So yeah, The 4 star symbols are the alcoves, the pits in the middle, and then there is an empty like pedestal as well.
I'm going to take some time to study the statues and see if there's any inscriptions on the statues and around the plinth.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, if you can roll an investigation, I can let you know what you.
I'll do the same on the empty pedestal.
I'll use my inspiration, guys.
So let's have a look.
I rolled a 10.
A 10.
I rolled a 20.
Okay, and so you, Steve, you was looking at the pedestal, and Sarkis was looking at the statues, right?
Statues. If there's any inscriptions or there I might take from.
So the statues are of old Omen warriors, and they have loincloths, and they're covered in feathers and teeth from T-Rexes and other dinosaurs adorn their necklaces. You're not able to move them from their position, and they're currently standing there just with their hands almost as if they're clutched in a spear, but there isn't anything in their hands themselves. They're 6.5, 7 foot tall, and they just stand there. There isn't anything carved into the base or any words around the statue themselves. The pedestal as well is 4 foot high. It's cylindrical, and it's flat on the top. Yeah, again, it doesn't have any carvings or any words on it at all, but it does have what looks like an inlay in the top of the pedestal itself, a small sort of square shape.
Is it big enough to fit one of the puzzle boxes in?
If you took your puzzle box out and sat it on the top, it would be almost the exact same size as that. Yeah.
Okay. Can I do that then, please?
Yeah. So you
possibly go wrong.
Putting your puzzle cube on the top, it just sits on the plinth and looks pretty.
What are you doing? Just giving away these stones? these are precious items. You didn't give it to a statue. You didn't even ask nice for it.
Cool.
It was an experiment.
Cool. Seeing everyone investigate, the goblins berate everyone, and the cube go on there and do nothing. We just go, Cork, go downstairs. And he kind of
Cork. Let me check for.
Yeah, that's right, Cork. You find those traps.
It's all right. We've seen Cork do this before. I'll keep an eye on him. Like, it's okay.
You just hear echoes coming down from the stairs. Goes, Cork wants to be a bird.
I'll pick the box back off the pedestal and I'll take off after Cork.
Yeah. Gold trips over again.
So Cork, as you get around the corner, yet again, there's more cobwebs and detritus on the floor, and it's this musty smell of mold and damp fills your nose. It's
Cork, use the soap.
Cork will remember. Use soap. Okay.
As you reach the corner, you notice the same room that you could see from above through the iron grates. You are met with the entrance to this room, and there is a open doorway with a sort of portcullis just poking out of the ceiling.
Cork will step through the room, look up to see if he can spot his friends and goblins. Go, hi, Cork here.
As you step into the room, how much does Cork weigh? Just have interest.
How much does a 6.5 foot?
Not that I'm fat shaming or anything, but
How dare you? How dare you, Joe?
You're half orc, Chris.
He's the heaviest one here.
Yeah. So
I've not weighed him. There's no scales around.
a lot would be the estimate. So as you step into the room, you do hear a mechanical noise of the portcullis itself just slam down behind you as you step into the room.
Cork turns around and lets out an audible Scooby-Doo-esque roll.
Look out! Oh man, we were just about to tell you, but hey, front row seats, what's going on? As we're looking down from above.
And you hear a noise coming from the opposite end of just a dum, 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 dum.
Can we hear that as well?
You can hear it echoing through the corridor itself, and the everyone above can hear it reverberating throughout the room as well. And as you, sorry,
You said it was a portcullis that dropped, not a solid door, but a portcullis.
yes. And so as you sort of stand there and hear this, the noise of the banging gets louder, and in from the door in the opposite direction, there are two large clay creatures, humanoids, but they are probably a good foot taller than Cork.
I'm going to grab my book and start flicking through it to see if I can find what they are.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to go through my Volo's guide. Clay creature, clay creature, clay creature.
So you would know these. You would find them in the book as what's called a clay gladiator. So they're almost like a golem type creature. Sorry.
Do you tell Cork what they are, Sarkis?
Yes.
Cork hears the word gladiator. I goes, oh, I gets them all ready. Yes.
And as they enter into the room, the door behind them shuts, and the bars themselves seem to hum from the grate above, and you see little sparks almost coming from the grates above in the center of the room. And can everybody roll initiative for me in just one moment? Let me just clear the previous initiative tracker. Let's see what I've done before. Give me 2 seconds.
3 may enter, 1 may leave. Welcome to the Goblin Dome. I mean, we totally didn't make this at all. Nope, not at all. But this is good quality entertainment with a capital KW. Yeah, if our names and faces on the outside, make it worth it.
Oh my God, are they commentators for this? Are they commentators for this hit fight?
Are we good to roll initiative?
Yes, you should all be able to roll initiative now. So yeah, please.
Oh, that's real good.
That one didn't go through.
I'm just here to watch.
There we go. Oh, yeah, that's a good one. That's
you
a
crit it in the other direction.
Wow. One of you's very eager. The other one's just like, yeah, he's dead.
Yeah. And let's go with theirs as well. Cool. Ezreal, what could everyone call out what they got as their initiative as well? Because the audience can't see what they what you all rolled.
18.
16.
Grubbo got a 25.
6.
Yeah, Seamus got a 16 in total.
Ezreal got 7.
7. All right, perfect. And the clay monster's got 14 as well.
Yes.
So, do I know if these creatures are they inherently evil?
You would know that they are created, or in the book, it will say that they're created for entertainment of raucous crowds in battle and gladiatorial arenas. That they are used in fighting pits, and that they will fight to the death, life or death struggles.
There is not a single bit of the last few sentences you've just said that would make Cork very happy.
I think we need to let Cork fight himself honourably. Going by the outside inscription, unless the goblins wrote that.
Okay, so yeah, they walk into the room and they stand there. They don't even look menacing. They're literally just deadpan face. They don't have any like outward
we lost
projection.
Who we lose? Steve.
We lost Steve.
So yeah, they don't have any outward projection of any menacingness. They're literally just deadpan. And Grubbo, you're up.
All right. This is gonna be entertaining. I can already tell. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make things real fun. And he's gonna reach into his bag and he's gonna pull out this like jar and he's gonna unscrew it. He's just gonna upturn it and just dump out this just like liquid that hits the ground and begins to spread as I cast grease into the lower room. Which fills the entire room.
We are now in a wrestling ring.
Hey, I don't know if I signed up for
Square.
this.
So I don't know how big the room is, but if
I'm
it's
sure I've seen a film like that before.
Yeah, I bet you have.
Okay, so you can get one.
yeah. So basically, just drop it in 10-foot square. We'll just fill it with grease.
Mustards.
So yeah, I think you can get one and sort of into the
A corner. That one.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll just kind of drop it, and no, I'm gonna put it dead center.
Cool.
So
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, I'm sort of thinking that it's the same sort of.
Okay,
size
got it.
as
No,
well, so
I'll hit the
it's
corner.
So there's like four squares in there, I'd say.
Got it. Yeah. So yeah, I'll hit the corner.
I wish you had some ball bearings.
And yep. And that is when they.
Is it the start of their turn they need to roll?
No,
or...
when the grease appears, each creature standing in the area must succeed on a dex save or fall prone.
Dex. Let's go for that. Take the left one because I don't have advantage. 20 on like day 20.
Yeah, that'll. But if it ends its turn there, it'll need to make the dex save again.
Okay. Cool. So. Cool.
That. Pop it up there. There we go. Look at that. You throw it up on the little thing. That is, and then bonus action. Grubbo's just gonna kind of like take a step back and take the hide action as a bonus action to kind of hide from the people below.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Cool. Obo, you're
19
you're
on
up.
the first one.
Well, I'm still at the top, looking down over the pit in the corner. Is there anything inside the pit that I can see from like looking down? I've seen all this going. Is there any like weeds or something on the bottom that might be there?
Yeah, so all the walls and the bottom is moss covered and now grease covered.
So the gladiator there, the top one. I'll cast entangle in that area. It's going to spread out, but if I can somehow, it's got a 20-foot range.
Yep.
So it's going to fill most of that. But if I can do it up the wall.
Yeah, you can cast the rest of it up the walls so you don't get cork involved. Yeah,
and bind it on that one.
Yeah.
Okay,
Does it need to roll anything now, or?
It's a strength check.
Okay. 14.
You fail.
Okay, yeah. So as you cast the spell, You see the moss sort of turn into vines and wrap around the legs of the clay gladiator and sort of biting into the clay itself as the thorns grow.
Cool. Yep. That's it, and that's my turn done. I'll stay where I am.
Cool.
shout.
Sarkis.
Go on, Greg. Yes, yeah, go on, Greg. It's good. Like, you can have him, like. Just. I've got that one. Just get the other one.
Is one golem now greased and the other one entangled?
I think it's the same one.
I think it's the same one. It's this one up here was the one that they were both focused on.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Okay, so the one that's got the grease on it, I'm going to use my great bonfire cantrip.
We're about to have a flaming golem.
Doing 8 points of damage.
How so? Did you say you're creating a bonfire on the same golem as well? Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the distance of that bonfire?
It's literally localized in a 10-foot square. It's almost like I have created a little small bonfire, but it will cause damage if there's anyone in the square.
Cool. And that was 8 damage.
I don't know if the grease would do anything to it.
I don't know whether does it have a flammable property in the description?
It's part flammable.
Yeah.
Slick grease covers the ground, 10 foot square, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't know.
No.
So I think I've seen something about this before. I think it's generally up to it might be up to the spellcaster and kind of what they may have had in mind when it comes to grease. So I think is the particular grease they're using flammable?
It doesn't say it's flammable. So, but would I want this to be flammable? Absolutely, if it's a possibility. But I will leave that to the DM's discretion.
I used vegan grease.
I'd say that the combination of the grease, the roots, and then the bonfire is kind of a good catalyst to be able to start additional damage to that creature. So you do see the bonfire itself like eating through the roots and licking around the bottom of the clay gladiator itself. No, I've just taken additional damage.
Okay. Bonfire. If I concentrate, it'll stay there for a minute.
Do you have anything else that you need to do?
And then I will draw my longbow and aim at the same clay monstrosity. Ready for my next turn.
Cool. Seamus, you're up.
Okay, so I followed Cork down, and so I've just seen the portcullis slam in front of me, and so I'm going to have to run up to the top. So I'm going to just do a move, which I think.
I mean, if you've got any projectiles, you can fire them through the gaps in the gate.
Yeah, that's a good point. Oh yeah, I have some darts. Yeah, good shot.
Up to you.
Oh yeah, of course, because it's not a solid thing, is it? It's yeah. Go on, I'll fire a dart at one of these clay things. So it's that one. Sorry.
Which clay thing are you targeting? The one on fire or the one that's flying?
The one on fire. Yeah. So that is a 17 to hit.
It hits. Yes.
Hits. And that is a 6 damage.
Cool. Are you firing at the same one as everyone else has been firing at?
Yeah. The one that's on fire, or is in fire, or something. Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, the dart flies through the air, whizzing past Cork's head once more.
Oh, he loves that.
And just into the side of the clay golem, chipping a bit of clay off.
Yeah. So then, I'll do it again, I guess. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I get my other attack, don't I? That counts with. Yeah. I'll fire another dart. Yeah, why not? That one is a 14.
It does not hit, unfortunately.
Does not hit.
So, so yeah, that just gets tangled up in all the roots.
In all the roots.
Vines.
Okay. Yeah, and I think that's me done, I'm afraid.
Cool. Corp, you're up.
Corp being so excited, so happy. There's grease, there's vines, there's fire. He's just in a world of his own at the moment and goes into what can only be described as a delightful rage as a bonus action. And will go up and smack the golem that has not been touched yet.
Okay.
So he's going to stand. So he's a distance away. Does Cork note? Obviously, there's gladiators. What weapons do the gladiators have?
They have spears. So they're carrying a spear and a sort of large shield as well.
Cork may have solved the puzzle, guys.
Is it a clay spear?
No, it's a solid spear with a silver topped point.
Okay, Cork is going to do a wonderfully reckless mauling on this guy. There we go. And he's going to... So that's his full set where he's -5 to hit, but for +10 damage. And then he's hitting with advantage, but also allows himself to be hit with advantage. So he's doing his full Cork combo. That is 17.
Hits, yeah.
That one does 20 damage.
Nice hit. Cool. So yeah, the more it's just you bring it down on the side of it, and large amounts of clay just fly everywhere as you smash into the side of this gladiator.
Cool. Cork has a second attack. Can you do Great Reckless Mauling again?
I believe so. Don't.
Here we go. And 15.
It does not hit, unfortunately. So yeah, you just swipe at air the second time.
May have inadvertently found their armor class there, but okay, that is Cork's turn done.
Cool. So the clay golem that you just smashed straight into lifts up its spear and just tries to jab you in the side of the stomach with it.
Oh, so many dice.
21?
Yeah, that'll hit.
For 9 piercing damage, but you obviously take half of that, don't you?
Yes. So is that 4?
Yes. Yeah, so as he jabs at you, it just sort of grazes the side of your stomach, cutting into you.
Cork luckily has 5 temporary hits. From a very motivational speech from earlier.
And he pulls back and he tries to jab you again with the spear. Oh, I did two-handed. Sorry, that shouldn't be that should be 2d6 rather than 2d8. I'll re-roll that.
Okay, so if you roll to do whatever.
Yeah.
I was gonna say if you've hit, you've hit.
Yeah. It's still 12, so
Okay, yeah, sure. So 6, yeah?
Yep. So yeah, he jabs at you again with his second attack, and then finally he just tries to smash you in the face with his shield.
That's a lot of attacks.
23. Can you make a strength saving throw for me, please?
I believe I might get advantage. advantage on that.
Yeah, you can see it coming. So yeah.
No, because it's strength.
Okay.
Dexterity
As well.
I see coming. And my mouse just died. Okay, touchpad it is. Once you have a... I'll make one save. I'll do just a standard strength, and then if I fail it, I will quickly have a look. The 21.
Yep.
15 plus 6.
So yeah, the shield just smashes you in the face, but you manage to sort of stay on your feet, even though a little bit dazed.
Corpse in a happy place.
The other clay gladiator, Dave, if the thorns, does it need to make a check to see whether it can move?
The entangle.
Yes.
Yeah, it's going to last for 10 rounds basically.
Okay. And is it rough terrain or?
Yes.
It's like a strength saving throw.
Yeah.
All right. To be able to at the start of my turn.
To break that, yeah.
All right. It'd be the 19. I'm assuming
that is a pass.
Yeah. So the other clay gladiator, it doesn't turn to Cork. It turns to look at the wall, and just starts. It leans back and puts one of its feet on the wall itself, and then the other one. And then just slowly starts walking its way up the wall.
You mentioned this in the book, Shadows.
Yeah. And it gets about sort of 3/4 of the way up and reaches its arm out through the grate and is just sort of trying to claw at a paw at the outside. But currently it just reaches there and doesn't find anything.
Grubbo and Reek, have you ever seen these come out of this thing?
Yeah, there was like 4 of them last night. They were like having a party. They were just completely like just smammered. No, I ain't never seen them before.
Okay. Well, do you think it can get through these bars, like?
And as you ask that, it reaches its arm out and touches one of the bars, and you hear a sort of static electricity sound sort of course through the fake gladiator itself. But it doesn't seem to do anything for it.
Okay.
Probably.
Right. Yeah, I guess it's like a maybe like but yeah, let's see what I'll just take a gentle step backwards if you don't mind.
And Azrael, you're up. Oh, you're in twice for some reason. Oh, really good. So yeah, Azrael.
Hey, I'm actually downstairs, but I moved my token up so I could see what was going on in Roll20. But I'm downstairs.
Oh, okay.
So I'll put myself back now. So I'll shake my head at Cork's glee at what's going on, and I'll reach under my tunic and I'll Obtail, please protect my impetuous friend, and I will cast Shield of Faith. And all around the outside of Cork, he's momentarily covered in purple, burny Triceratop scales. So he gets +2 to AC. And then I'd like to use my feline mobility to run 80 feet into the room. I'll plonk myself between the goblins, look at them and say, do you fancy a bit of a bet? And I'll pull my short bow out and take a shot at the clay gladiator that Cork's fighting, please.
You can't bet and battle. No. If we're taking a bet, then sure. My money's on Cork.
I'll get the kill first. Unfortunately, that's only a 13, so I may have spoke too soon. You're right, you can't bet and battle at the same time.
Yeah, unfortunately, that is a miss.
And that's my go over.
Go. Reek, you're up.
All right. Gobbos and Gladies, get ready for the murder box. 3 enter, but 1 may leave. In the east corner stand 2 burnt kiln catastrophes, and in the west corner, standing over 2 goblins tall and weighing in at 16.5 stone of pure gray muscle, is Cork, the bottle stopper. Let's head for our trap detector. And as everybody is like, either just flabbergasted at what I'm doing, or actually, give him some boost, I cast haste.
Hasn't the fight already started?
Shh. That was a bonus round.
So his speed is doubled and he gains +2 AC, right?
And an extra attack,
Yep.
or dash, disengage, hide, or use an object.
You also have advantage on dexterity saving throws.
He's definitely going to hide.
Yeah.
He's definitely going to hide.
Need to remember a third attack. Brilliant.
And
Right.
plus 4 to your armor class.
Plus, how much armor class?
Plus 4 total to your armor class.
+4. Wow.
Oh, yeah, 'cause
And
of
then
yours as well.
also with that, I give you a Bardic Inspiration, and it's a D8.
Nice.
What does that do?
Bardic Inspiration for the next 10 minutes. You can use it once. Choose to add it to any D20 roll that you so wish, and you roll the die, and then you can choose to use the Bardic Inspiration or not. You don't have to say you're using it beforehand, and you can add a D8 to that roll.
Do you have to give him like words of encouragement or anything?
That was part of the
previous
the boost and like him being super awesome, and then I look to Azrael and I go, "All right, now you ready for that bet?"
Yeah, okay.
Cork has never been so powerful. Just buffed.
Top of the round, Grubbo, you're up.
So Grubbo, after hearing that, he goes, "You made him faster?
Yeah.
Good. Hey, Cork, duck." As I just pull out this contraption, I light it, and I just toss it down. And as it hits, it detonates as I cast Shatter into the room. I need a con save from everyone, including Cork.
Made him faster. Doesn't matter.
Wow, I am so happy.
Constitution, yeah?
Everyone.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the first Gladiator, the one opposite Cork, got 22.
Yeah, that'll pass.
And the other one, a 12. The one that's sort of climbing up towards you.
12 will fail.
And it is a
and Cork, what'd you get?
I'm just rolling. Cork got 17.
Okay, so
Total.
that's 70 pass. So Cork and the one that passed takes 7 thunder damage, and the one that failed takes 15 thunder damage.
Hold on. It is a creature made of inorganic material such as stone. Has disadvantage on the saving throw.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, they rolled. Let's have a look.
The first one
it rolled a 22 and a 19. So.
Okay.
Yeah, the 19 would have passed anyway.
Got it. Just making sure.
Yep.
Cool.
And
Luckily, Cork takes half damage, so he's well happy.
Yeah. So let's see. Bonus actions. Yeah, and then he's gonna see that thing climbing up and goes, "Nope," and just kind of step back and we'll bonus action hide again.
Oh, is there something climbing up?
Yeah, the one on the right.
That's a 25 on my stealth check to hide from it.
Nice.
All right. I'll stay where I am. It's not in my corner yet. I'm okay.
Yep.
Obo, you're up.
Wait, let me move my.
Okay, can I? So the one that's climbing up, or has been climbing up, two things I want to do is I want to use erupting earth. And my initial idea was to use the walls to erupt and then just bludgeon this thing to as much damage as possible. However, as it is clay and made of bits and pieces or whatever, can I erupt it directly? I just explode it outwards.
Could you click on the spell to see what just give me the description?
It doesn't mention anything about that. It just says all about the dexterity saving throw and the bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, if you can give it a try.
So
roll
a
to see if
fountain
you
of
can.
churned earth and stone erupts.
Yeah, clay's earth. I'll allow something like that.
Okay, so what I can make it erupt.
Yeah, give it a try. If you want to roll to try and hit, I'm assuming it's a.
No, it's an instantaneous. It needs to do. I've just lost it. It's a dexterity saving throw.
All right. So yeah, if it fails, then it's just going to explode into.
Yeah.
If it, so, 20.
I think a 20 is going to pass. It will pass, but it takes half damage. So that is 3 d12s.
That is a dexterous golem.
I'm rolling so hot right now. It's a very dexterous golem.
It's a stolen pink dice.
So that's,
you stole them.
Takes half of 18.
Nice.
18, nice.
Half of 18.
Half of 18.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Cool. Do you have anything else that you need to do?
No, that's fine. I'm staying there. Did anything visually happen to it? Did anything happen to it at all?
So yeah, you will get bits of the clay will sort of fly off, but it doesn't affect it in as the way that you were hoping.
Okay,
yeah,
fair enough.
Sort of,
Give us a try.
Small pieces. Yeah. So, Sarkis, you're right.
I am going to draw my sword, bring it into like a martial stance, and then using a bonus action, my body is surrounded by a coppery mist, and I teleport down next to Cork. And then with my other action, I'm going to strike at the golem using my inspiration that I gained from last week.
Roll the dice first, see if you hit, and then if you don't, then I'd use your inspiration.
One-handed. Well, 13.
No, so that's a miss. So yeah, if you wanted to use your inspiration, you're more than welcome to do so.
Yeah, go for it. Oh, that's 21.
Yeah, that's a good hit.
Dealing 9 points of damage with my longsword.
Nice. And that's onto the one that Cork's fighting, did you say?
Yes. Yeah.
Cool. Perfecto. Do you have anything else that you need to do?
No, that's
cool. So yeah, you slice it with your longsword, and more sort of slivers of clay fall away from the front of the gladiator itself onto the floor, piling up with the rest of the debris from the explosions and whatnot. Seamus, you're up.
Yeah, so this time I am going to move up to the top. So that'll take me there. And unfortunately, I think that's it.
Cool. Cork.
Yes.
Your turn.
Is just gonna keep on battering. He notices Sarkis. He's like, "Hi, fight!" There we go. Oh, gotta get the right window. There we go. So he's going to do his great reckless mauling. That is a dirty 20.
Perfect. Yeah, good hit.
That is 22 damage.
Nice. Nice.
Very good.
Because I've changed his cork sheet, so it doesn't say rage, it says slightly miffed.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Nice.
Okay. So something I reviewed the skills again quickly. So I think on your turn when you're with a heavy weapon. So I think I can only roll for advantage on the first attack.
It's
So
every
can we-
attack during this turn.
But it has to start at your first.
Yep. So you have advantage on all attacks during this turn.
Okay, I'll just keep doing Great Reckless Ball.
Yeah. So it's an awesome buff.
There we go. That failed. That's a total of 6 on the highest one. So
Yeah, a bit of a miss.
I've got a
I
third.
narrowly ducked
Hasted attack.
underneath that splashing wall.
the cork is just swinging wildly, not really aiming at anything. He could almost literally just being spinning around at the moment. Going, "Gah!" One more. That is a 17.
So as your Morgum swinging around to try and hit the clay golem, it lifts up its shield, and the maul bounces off.
Okay.
This would be a good time to use that Bardic Inspiration. You can add a D8 to that roll.
Thank you so much for reminding me.
I was wondering if you'd remember.
Thank you so much. I'd written it down, and I was just like, I have to remember many more things this time. That is an extra 6 on top of the 17. 23.
Yeah, so that does clatter through the shield itself, sort of almost knocking it down. How much damage do you do for that?
26.
Nice.
Gradually getting more and more. As he
Remind me never to go into a bar fight with Cork.
Yeah, you're really like showing Tolkus, what he's going to come up against.
Tolkus does many more attacks than Cork. Cork just hits hard.
How would you like to do this?
Ooh, nice.
Keep on spinning around, and as he's spinning around, he's so he'll go low on the first one and take the legs out from underneath it. Sarkis will kind of see it and jump as he goes low. Cork will then spin around.
No, actually, I'm going to use my Elven of natural grace, and I'm going to appear behind you in a synchron ghost, and guide your hands as you're smashing through the thing, and
we are using clay. We are using clay.
Yes, I'm embodying it. I am your muse.
Cork will he'll take the legs out as Sarkis is just guiding, almost like who guides a orchestra. Kind of like that.
Patrick Swayze.
Patrick Swayze.
And Cork will then spin it around and bring it up into an overhead strike, jump at the apex of the spin, and just bring them all down and just shatter.
Nice. Nicely done.
And if I'm covered in clay, I'll be most upset.
Have I used a bonus action yet?
Nope.
Cork gets another attack for killing a monster.
Awesome. Go, Cork, go.
Yep.
I'll whisper that in your ear, those sweet nothings.
And then as you slam into him, oh, Cork, my barbarian, I hunger for a touch. And then I hold out a hand towards Azrael, and I'm like, all right, come on. First kill.
I'll reluctantly hand over a gold piece.
Yeah.
And
I'm
Devon,
having that back.
for that song, you're welcome to have some inspiration as well.
Oh, sweet.
Please.
Cool. We'll use standard maul on the last one because it's a bonus attack. I don't know if the Great Reckless Mauling applies to it, but he does still get advantage.
Yep. So he's currently in the air. You would still be able to swing up and hit him. So
Cool. 24
yeah, that hits.
for 12 damage.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Basically
So
brings it down on the first one, crushes it, and then just leaps over to the next one, goes, ha ha! And just try and bats it off the wall.
cool. Yeah. So you hit into the side of the clay golem that's sort of hanging on the wall at a sort of 90-degree angle, and just chip bits of the back of him off, and clay sort of rains down on you again. Yeah. And then the
And Korg, I'm gonna need you to make that deck save for the grease because it's real slippery.
yeah.
Does Cork see the grease?
You
think
know
you-
it was there. You saw it be cast, so.
Yeah.
I'll get advantage on it at least. Here we go. After all this, after Cork did so well, he's just going to fall over. Isn't he? 19.
At 19 will pass, yeah.
I just have the imagination of Cork going "Rah!" at the end of it all.
Look out!
Nice.
Yeah, after the fact he's on the floor.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
No, he's still standing. It's good.
Cool. Perfect. And the clay gladiator himself he's currently reaching out through the bars, and he pulls his arms in and steps over one square and reaches out to try and grab Azrael's legs. So can you make a dex save for me, please, Azrael? As he tries to grab hold of your feet.
Yep. I can never bloody find saving throws on this sheet.
Top left.
Top left on the first page.
Yeah.
That's a 15.
Nice. So yeah, you managed to like hop your feet out of the way of his hands as they're sort of trying to grab at you. And you're up.
Okay, if he's right there on me, I'm going to reach down, basically put my hand as close to his face as possible and cast Guiding Bolt.
Brilliant.
And I will roll to hit. Which is a 17 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
And doing 17 points of damage.
Brilliant.
And because I now get advantage on my next attack, I'm going to follow up bonus action. I'm going to do a claw strike on him with my other fist. That's a 17. I forgot to roll with advantage, so I'll just roll it again to see if I get a nat 20.
Yep, sure.
But that was a 25 in total on the first one, which is a hit.
Yep.
Roll damage is 8 points of damage with a slash across his face.
Nice. So yeah, could you explain? So you're leaning down into the pit and trying to slash at him as well. Or...
Yeah, if he, as he's reached up to grab my foot and I've hopped out the way, I sort of go down on one knee, thrust my hand forward and do Guiding Bolt right into his eyes, try and dazzle him a little bit, and then that hand that's up above the pit, I slash across his forearm with my claw attack, and then I'm going to move out of the way.
Cool.
move over there. I have mobility, so he doesn't get an attack of opportunity because I've attacked him with a melee strike.
Cool. Reek.
That's my go over.
Reek, you're up.
Let's see. It's a little close for comfort.
Cork looks at what Azrael's just done, where he's kind of hopped around and still hit, and just goes, "Oh, so graceful."
Reek's gonna go, too close. You also just tried to kill my money bag, so I'm gonna stab you in the face. I'm gonna stab him with my rapier. Let's see. Does a 20 hit?
Yes.
Wait for it. It'll pop up.
Will it?
Yeah. No.
Okay. Make it do the thing. Are you gonna do the thing?
Quick
You
cover.
need to click on rapier, I think.
And then click
Okay.
the
Yeah. No.
There.
It's there. We
Cool.
go. Tim, got it. Trying to make it. I'm using D&D Beyond, trying to make it work on.
Right. Oh, I see.
So 10
How would
points
you-
of damage.
How'd you like to do this? One.
Oh, nice.
Oh, awesome.
Goblins get to claim a victory.
You stole that from me. I was next.
Let's see. I bet when you were just a clay thing and you played hide and seek, no one ever came looking for you. And I'll just drag the rapier straight into his face, and it just crumbles down into just, bits and pieces and things like that. Well, that was a lot easier than I thought. What took you so long, Cork? Come on. One strike from me and it's dead. I don't even think you just barely hit this one. You just tapped it. I killed it. You're welcome. Azrael, that's kill number 2.
No, the bet was with Cork. Yeah. Anyway,
Alright,
you've tapped me out.
semantics.
You've tapped me out.
And so as you kill the clay golems, this one falls from the top of the graded area and just hits the ground. And as it does so, just the clay just erupts everywhere, and the spear clatters on the ground itself.
Cork is just and looks up at the goblin and just goes, "Good kill," and flick, and just because he knows how he understands the goblin, he'll flick a gold coin up between the bars.
Catch it, and I'll look at Grubbo, but I got 2 gold coins. You got a copper. Ah!
And you see Grubbo pull out this handle with a little disc, and he'll pop it as a full-size cannon appears. What'd you say to me?
Whoa, hold on. All the things are dead. Everything's fine.
As I will activate my Eldritch Cannon. All right. I'm going to carry this just in case.
So currently, Sarkis and Corp, you're in the pit itself, with two.
The spears. Is that 2 spears?
Yes.
I'm going to grab one of the spears and then try and push it up. So
Did you say you're putting it through the grates?
yeah, I'm not touching the grates, but just try and push it up so someone like Seamus or Azrael can grab hold of it.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll grab the spear. Yeah. Grab the spear and take it over to one of these statues and try and feed it into its hands.
Yeah. So as you sort of jimmy it into the hands of the statue itself, it almost clasps onto the spear, and it turns slightly to look at the plinth in the middle of the room.
Nice.
I'll grab the other spear and do the same.
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly the same thing. Same thing happens on the opposite side. They just turn to face the plinth itself.
I'll shout out to Seamus, I guess. Do the other statues need spears or shields?
They look like they need spears.
We got 2 spears.
That is right, isn't it? They're all 4 of them were like that. Yeah.
All 4 of them are like that.
Yeah.
So we had.
Orc, go find us more spears.
Yeah, in there. I think there's another room. Keep going. Don't.
Wait, oh my God! Look at the plinth. It's crazy. Something's already there. It looks like one of those cubes. I'm gonna use sleight of hand.
Yeah.
26. I'm gonna cast minor illusion.
Jesus Christ.
Whoa, look at that. You guys did it. I'm so proud of you. Somebody go pick that up.
You got it. It's right there. Look at it. Y'all are the smartest. You don't need the other spears.
Oh dear.
How are we doing this?
It's like Seamus and Asriel to go grab it, but we can't see it.
Yeah, go on. I'll go grab it. Why not? What's the worst that could happen?
So you'd literally just put your hand through it.
Yeah. Oh, whoa! I don't understand. It's there, but it's not there. What's going on?
It must be because you need all 4 to
Oh,
complete
yeah,
it.
that's
Right.
right.
Yeah,
The after image, or the before image.
Yeah.
It
You
moves
almost
so
got
fast.
it, though. I'm real proud of you.
Maybe if you go real
cheers,
fast.
guys.
Real fast. It's just real quick.
You're not wanting it hard enough. You got to really want it.
All right. Cork will look at where the golems came from. Is it still open or is it closed?
Yes, yeah. So the entrance to where the golems came from, there is another corridor that turns off to the left, and there's 2 additional gladiators just standing in almost sort of a position like this with their shield and their spears.
Cork is still heated, but I get the feeling his rage is probably going to ebb. So
Possibly.
I'll unrage maybe. Cork will. So he sees there's only 2 golems left in this little tiny corridor. Does he see the spears?
Yes.
With one hand, we'll grab one of the spears and just try and yank it out with the hands.
Cool. Could you do a strength check for me, please?
I get advantage on this. Here we go. Strength check.
Let's go. Yeah.
No, that's going to go bad. So that's a total of 11.
No, unfortunately, you go to pull the spear itself, and both the clay gladiators sort of become alert and turn at you, and they both thrust their spears towards you.
Everyone, just outside when no one can hear, all you hear is Cork again go, roll.
So the first one gets a 9. I'm assuming they don't get advantage on you now.
No.
And the second one a 23.
A 23 will, even with the kind of armor bonuses I've got. I'm 17 normally, and then +4 is 21, so 23 will hit.
And that's for 9 piercing damage as well.
Are we saying Cork is raged or not? Your call.
You've literally walked down the corridor and round the corner. How long do you need to be?
So Cork
harassed for?
dissipates after a minute. Cork dissipates. The rage dissipates after.
I mean, you didn't pass any of the spears up, so I would say you would have literally just wandered off around the corner and still be enraged.
Okay.
So it would have taken you a minute to do that.
4 damage. Cool.
It was a bold move, Cotton, but it didn't work out for him.
Nope. Don't think it played off. Also, who's Cotton? I'm Grubbo.
Oh.
Yeah. And the clay gladiators then seem to become like animated and move, so you will get a opportunity of attack against them, and they walk into the fighting pit back where they're.
Cork will back away from them while still having a hand on the trying to have a hand on the spirit. Just like,
so you can, as I say, take a attack of opportunity against them. Do you wish to do so?
Cork will hit with advantage. And here we go. Oh no, does he get a bonus attack of opportunity because he used a bonus action? Does a reaction count in the same thing?
No, reaction is different from a bonus action.
Yeah.
Thank you. Hits for 21.
Yeah, that hits.
That is, I've not too great, so 14 damage.
Yep, perfect.
Not really rage.
Cool.
I like the idea of Cork just hammering while he's still holding
the spear.
Oh, we didn't have a. Cool.
Back in initiative.
Yes, I'm going to keep the same initiative as previously, and
we're just adding them into it.
Yes, that's correct.
So
Grubbo, your turn. The two new clay gladiators just walk into the room and just almost embed their spears into the ground and sort of stand to attention.
He will kind of this massive cannon as he's pointing it down, and he will kind of pull the trigger as like two flaming rays will shoot at it, out towards it as I cast Scorching Ray through it.
Mm-hmm.
Do that. That is a 19 to hit.
Yeah, that would hit.
But I believe that was a crit, so that's 10 fire damage.
Yeah. I think is that 8 plus 10? No, it is 10. Sorry.
Yeah. And then, I don't know why. I don't
be
know.
a 14.
I don't know. But that's
nice.
And then the also on that is. Because I have Arcane Firearm, an additional D8 goes on top of that. So an additional 2 on top of that.
Cool.
And then as my bonus action, I will fire the Eldritch Cannon as 2 more concussive blasts come out of it.
Cork, again, is just very aware that projectiles are flying around his head.
Nice.
So a 22 to hit.
Yep, hits. There's another crit, I believe.
That
it,
doesn't make sense.
No. It's just green.
It just comes up green. That's fine.
Strange. Very goblin-like.
And then that is 2d8 thunder damage. So 6 points of thunder damage.
Nice. So yeah, you fire off your sort of ballista, and it rips through the clay gladiator, and you see the electricity from the thunder damage go through it. It doesn't seem to do as much damage as you would have liked, fortunately.
Okay. It will get pushed back 5 feet though.
Cool. So what the one in front it was.
Yeah. As the blast of the Eldritch Cannon hits it, it kind of scatters back a bit. But that is my action, and then my movement will be just move back. I'll take 2 steps back, and that's my turn.
Cool.
Cork will just be amazed by the weird power that the cannon has. Just like, ooh, sparkly.
All right. So before we start the next turn, we actually ticked over to the inspiration, and there was the vote for inspiration. I don't know if you guys have seen, and it was a draw. What Dave, it was between Obo and Cork, and Obo has graciously said that because he's already got inspiration, that Cork can have the inspiration point.
Oh, thank you very much.
So yeah, big thank you to everyone that's spent their channel points in getting that.
Thank you for voting. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Super kind of you.
Yeah. So yeah, it's the Clay Gladiators' turn now. So they are going to turn, and yeah, the first one's just first of all he's going to try and smash Cork in the face with his shield.
Bring it.
24.
That'll do it. Yeah, that'll do.
Yeah, and that'd be 9 bludgeoning damage, and can you make a saving throw on a strength, please?
Strength. 2, 3, 4. So that would be with advantage. Advantage on strength saving throws. There we go. Here we go. Strength. That is a total of 24.
Nice. So yeah, it just smashes you in the face once more. To make you.
Why my face? My beautiful face.
And then it makes 2 attacks with its spear. So yeah, it smashes you with one hand and then tries to stab you with the other. I don't think we get. Do I get advantage on these attacks?
No, you actually won't get advantage because I get advantage without having to use reckless swing now.
Nice. So 13, I'm assuming, doesn't hit.
Nope.
And then the other attack is a 18.
Doesn't hit because I've got that bonus to armor damage as well, or a bonus to AC.
Very nice, very nice. And the other Clay Gladiator is going to try and do exactly the same thing, just with Sarkis.
I'm not there.
Oh, you're not?
My eyes closed. No, I've got my eyes closed.
22.
Yeah, that hits me.
Yeah, so yeah, again, it just smashes the shield straight into your face. Could you make a saving throw for me? Just sees that pre-elven face that he just wants to rearrange.
So beautiful. It's beautiful. 9?
No. So yeah, you are now knocked prone, and as you fall to the ground, he tries the Clay Gladiator just tries to stab you with the spear as you fall to the floor. Natural 20. So 27 for.
It missed.
If he's prone, do you get disadvantage?
If he's prone, I think I get advantage, don't I? Or is it disadvantage?
Oh yeah, it's on ranged attacks.
I'm very far away.
I tried. I tried.
You can take damage as well, Paul. I really can't.
And then the other one, he tries to sort of stab you again with it, but it eats into the ground and bits of glass and clothes. 9.
Just 9.
No,
yeah.
The first one was a crit, so that was 9, so that's 18.
Yeah, and then the second one doesn't hit you.
And then, but the shield did 9 damage, so that's 27.
Yeah.
So that's the 5 hit points from the inspiration that's gone.
So it's 22 damage, if that's the case.
Down to 38. That hurt a lot. And, my face is there like a bloody mess, and you're starting to see some rents and bruises and some damage in my armor.
He's being birds.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
His nose
It's just a flesh wound.
Nose is like a little bit sideways on the end.
Yeah. Now looking like Seamus.
Hey, what? Oh,
Please, Sarkis, do the danger call.
Yeah. Obo, you're up.
Okay, so it seemed to work earlier. So I will step back closer to the bars and looking down Everything that's going down, like, how's it all going down there, Head Cork? As Sarkis, how's it going? Like,
I'm going to put like a very sort of withering thumb.
Is that okay? I guess that's like a good thing. But I try and cast Erupting Earth on it again, like just to see if it can like explode it again. It seemed to do something last time on a previous one, so I'm gonna give it another really good go and just really concentrate on this one. You have to do a saving throw, dexterity saving throw.
Dex, right? Let's have a look. 19.
Yeah, a 19 succeeds. You take half damage.
Okay.
Let me just bring up my. Hold on, wrong one. 3. Did it work? There we go. Delayed action. 20.
So do I take half that or?
You take half damage. You take 10 damage.
Okay, perfect. And it was the one at the front again.
Yeah, one at the top.
Cool. So yeah, again,
Closest
more bits of clay just sort of fly off of it as your spell impacts onto it.
Cool. That's me.
Cool. Sarkis, you're able to try and get your revenge for your bent nose.
Using one of my actions, I will stagger back to my feet, drawing my longsword to my face and intimating towards the gladiator that struck me, and using my eyes kind of glaze over, and it almost looks like I point towards him and use my Plania warrior skill, which if I manage to hit him, will do an extra D8 damage. So I will hit him with my long sword. A 15.
Does not hit, unfortunately. No.
I'm clearly still dazed. That's still a little bit stunned from the shield.
Yes, still a little bit like wobbly, and you just kind of swipe at it.
I'll use my bonus action, so I'm kind of standing there with my sword in the wind.
You don't get 2 attacks?
Yeah, I have to use one of the actions to get myself back up.
Okay, yes.
I thought that was just a movement action.
After speed.
Yeah. So you should still get another attack.
So then I will swing again with my sword, praying to my god of vengeance.
And there you go.
Lots of crits, natural crit, hitting on a 24. Doing 8 points damage, plus the Plania force damage of a D8.
Perfect.
That's a grand total of 15 points damage.
Brilliant. Nice one. Good hit.
That's someone remembered. The standing up's not an action.
Yeah, so as you sort of swipe at it, large chunks of clay flying off around your feet, and you sort of just carve at its skin, but underneath it's still just more clay. Which one were you going for? Or is it the same one as everyone else?
No. I literally went for that one there.
Perfect.
I'm presuming that was the one that struck at me.
Yes. Yeah, it was.
Yeah. So that my attack just went to the one against me.
Cool. Cork, you're up.
Okay, so Cork is going to use, because he's seen Sarkis take a nasty hit, Cork is going to do Reckless Swing, which he doesn't usually need to do, because he's got the people give him advantage to hit from other sources, but he's going to use Reckless Swing so that the enemies have advantage to hit Cork, so that they may not choose to hit Sarkis instead. simply because Cork he can half the damage, and it protects Sarkis a little bit. So we're going to use Great Reckless Mauling. I'm hitting the top one.
Yep.
Cool. Here we go. 17.
Yeah, hits.
Woohoo! That's 21 damage.
Nice.
That's the thing. I combine a lot of abilities, so that Cork
You are like
has
a monster when it
advantage
comes
to
to
hit,
it.
but a lot of disadvantages on the roll. So it's just using the advantage. I'll do it again.
Yep.
The fact that he's got a third attack on this run is amazing. Same guy. Oh, what happened there? Oh yeah, that worked. 15.
15. Unfortunately, does not hit. No.
Cool. Bardic Inspiration's gone. Right, we'll do the third attack. I take it most of the buffs that the Goblins and Azrael have cast are still going, yeah?
Yes.
Yep.
Cool.
Lasts for a minute and concentration.
Okay, cool. Here we roll. No, that's not going to hit. I only got one hit in this time. Oh well.
Unfortunately, not. No.
And that's the downside to doing this.
Seamus, you're up.
Cool. So Seamus is going to jump into the pit and attack that top one with his quarterstaff. He's going to just slip through and just smack him on the way down. So that's going to be a 17.
Yeah, hits.
Sweet. So that will be with 12 in total.
Cool.
So then, as he's coming down, still, he's going to pummel the clay with his feet for his unarmed strike.
Mm-hmm.
And that's going to be 14 to hit. I imagine that does not hit.
No.
Nope. So now he's landed. So he's going to use his second attack with his quarterstaff and just try and hack the knees as hard as he possibly can.
Cool.
So then we're gonna excuse me. That's a 15.
No.
Nope.
Unfortunately, does not hit.
No. So he's again just going to try and follow that up. Having swung and missed, he's going to dig his quarterstaff into the ground and just kind of attack with his feet again for his second unarmed attack, which will be 11, which does also not hit.
No.
So he's coming down there, and then I'm going to spend a key point to disengage and kind of hide behind Cork.
Yep,
Hide behind a big guy.
Don't blame me.
Absolutely not.
The Clay Gladiator is going to do much the same as they did last term. They're just going to try and smash at the people standing in front of them with their shields, and then once they fall to the floor, just stab them up as well. 26. Does that hit you, Cork?
Of course it does.
For 11 bludgeoning damage.
Hold on. I'm going to cutting words. As you look like the reason why parents beat their children. And oh, not enough. I rolled a 3, no 26. Makes it a 23. There was a high chance that I could have made it miss you.
Oh god. Yeah. 11 bludgeoning damage, and can you make a strength saving throw, please?
Yeah. What? How many bludgeoning? How many bludgeoning? Sorry.
11.
11. Start 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, strength with advantage. Here we go. Oh my god. That was just a 16 total.
Yeah, you pass. So you're not prone, but you do take a shield to the face once more. It's like a boom. And then I don't get advantage, do I currently? So a 15. I do.
Because I tried to convince both golems to hit me, so you wouldn't hit Sarkis. So yes, you will get advantage.
Okay, so that's
a crit.
18 on a crit. I don't know if it's counted that. Yeah, let's say 18.
Yeah.
And then, so yeah, he's just gonna once again try and jab you in the side of your stomach. 19.
No, will not.
Nice.
Thank you very much for the buff to the armor class.
And then the other one's going to do exactly the same thing to you. Then it's going to try and smash your bit shield once more.
Why my face?
14. I'm assuming doesn't hit.
No, Cork has learned. You see, after 3 hits to the face, he's learned. Oh, duck.
Yeah.
Weave.
Yeah. Dodge. Whilst you're dodging the shield, the spear thrusts over your shoulder as well.
He remembers watching Asriel from earlier and goes, footwork.
Yeah. But I'm assuming 23 hits.
23 will.
Yeah, for 10 piercing damage.
10.
I've done them in the wrong place. Okay. I was looking at the old ones I haven't removed. My bad. I'll skip that next time.
Cork's down to half hit points now.
Asriel, you're up.
Okay, realising that the goblins have brought some sort of unconventional weaponry to the field and they've given themselves a bit of a mechanical advantage, I'm going to move down, survey the scene, see that Sarkis is a bit out on a limb here and take a pot shot at the gladiator that's in front of him with my short bow. First off. And I hit with a 10. Yeah, that's well worth it.
My heart was in my mouth. I was like,
I might have to change the colour of these dice. So it's not playing ball today. Right, and then with my bonus action, I'm going to say, you can bring the guns, but I've got the dinosaurs. And we will manifest Bernie on the field, please.
Cool.
And I'll take a hit with spiritual weapon.
Sure, I put them in here. All right, let's do it this way.
That hits armor class 16, which is a miss, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
One more.
Yeah, that's 2 attacks.
Bernie is a dinosaur, he comes from imagination.
Yeah, I need to change that to a by the dinosaur image. Reek, you're up.
And playing with some cards from in a deck and saying, I see we're summoning. I summon my red eyes fire giant, and I lay it down on the ground, and inside the cage all of a sudden forms this giant beast of this creature that's just like, oh, yeah, it was gonna go to look like it's attacking the 2 clay golems to try and gather their ire as I summon from my deck of illusions.
Yep.
And then I will look towards who's in there. Sarkis, who looks pretty beat up, and I will say, "Tough times you disappear, but tough people they keep living on. So just suck it up, Buttercup. Rub some dirt on it." And I will cast Healing Word. Let's see. I'll put it at a higher spell slot. Yeah, Why not? Because heal 10 as I cast it at 3rd level.
Nice. Thank you very much.
Nice.
And, I'll move over here. It's getting a little crowded.
Yeah. Cork has seen a monk drop down. There's an elf in here. There's a purple dinosaur. There's a fire golem. There's 2 clay golems. Cork, it's getting a bit heavy down here, guys.
Grubbo, you're up.
Grubbo will kind of go, whoa! I love it when that happens. The giant's like just scrunched, and he'll move over to the edge here, and he'll pull out this massive bomb and go, not yet. And he'll put it as he will instead look down and there's so many. I don't want to hit the fire giant, as he says. He puts it up. But he'll let off kind of with a blast of from his cannon as he will cast. How far down is the?
It is a 20-foot drop.
Okay, 20 foot. Okay, so a little too far. So, yeah, he'll let off some fire bolts from the 2 bolts of fire shoot out from the cannon. As I would cast firebolt. A 9, which I'm assuming will miss.
Yes.
I don't know why that's rolling, showing it green, but so that'll miss, and then that is going to be a with the bonus action. He's going to let loose on the Eldritch Cannon again.
Mm-hmm.
Which is 13 to hit.
Misses as well, unfortunately.
Yeah. And he's like, "Damn giant's in the way! I can't hit anything. Move it!" As I'll then scurry back away from the edge, and yeah, you got this. That was a distraction.
Suppressing fire.
Suppressing fire. That's what we do. Get it? Because it's a fire giant.
Come on, do better. Kill these things.
Obo, Obo, you're up.
I'm kind of out of my spells now. I'm kind of stuck with this one. I will try and use. So we had the vines, and we had the moss. If you allow it, I will use spike growth on the 2nd clay gladiator.
Okay, the one down here in the middle.
One in the middle, just to kind of keep it held in place.
Mm-hmm.
If it can do that.
Yeah.
Okay. It's basically a concentration. It's 2d4 piercing damage for every 5 feet it travels. So it's hazard ground.
Nice. Okay. So is that hazardous ground for just in that square, or is it a certain radius?
It has a 20-foot radius, but again, if it can cast on the wall to see if it can I'm trying to use the spike growth in the same form as Entangle.
Yeah. So you could make it that. I'd allow it there. It would be up the wall. I said it was 20-foot drop already, so you could cast it on the wall behind it and get both of them.
Yeah.
And you said that it's do they take any damage now or at the start of the next turn?
It's when they move within that area. So if they move, then it's it's only 2d4.
Cool.
But yeah, the idea is to keep them contained.
Cool.
I mean, they can't really go anywhere anyway, but they're in a pit.
Perfect. Sarkis, you're up.
I'm going to move my longsword into a two-handed grip and bring it down on the clay column in front of me.
Yep.
Get another 21, I think.
Yeah, hits.
Yep. Doing 11 points of damage. Swirling round and striking with another two-handed strike. 12.
12 does not hit, unfortunately, no.
Missing the huge monstrosity of the clay creature in front of me. It must have been their vines that just drew it away from me. And then I'm gonna retreat out, giving him an opportunity for an attack. So you're gonna have an attack opportunity as I draw out.
Perfect.
Actually, both of them have been an attack opportunity because obviously.
All right, I'm just going to do one spear attack on from each of them. That one doesn't hit, and that one does for 10 piercing damage. So yeah, they both try and stab at you.
What is your AC, Azrael?
Sarkis, Azrael.
Oh, Sarkis, sorry.
16. So I'll take this upwards.
Nah, it's not worth it.
You're not worth it.
The odds are not in your favor.
I need to go for a very quick fire break.
Cool. Cork, you're up.
Odds are not in your favor, Katniss.
Yeah.
So that has been 4 rounds of combat. So Cork can no longer be raged. Each round of combat's 15 seconds, isn't it?
6.
6.
10 rounds per minute.
I might be thinking of a different system then, in which case Cork is still raged. Hooray! Cork's going to...
Raged.
So he's not going to use Reckless Swing, so you won't get advantage on him, but he still gets advantage from the Goblin buff, from the lovely ditty from the Goblin Bard. 18?
Yeah, hits.
So that's on the top one.
Mm-hmm.
That's 23 damage.
How would you like to do that one?
Cork, seeing Sarkis move out of the way, just goes full swing for the head on this one. Just, let's do something unique here. And just he kind of bounces off the wall and goes, and comes down and across the thing's head, smashing it.
Nice.
Which then allows him to do follow-up attacks.
Mm-hmm.
So he then gets a bonus attack on top of 2 more attacks. So, because he's killed something. And he has 2 attacks normal and a third from the buff. So, Cork is doing well.
Yeah, go.
19 will hit the second.
Yep.
That is for 19 damage.
Nice.
And then again.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to miss. That's
Yes.
2 6s. And then the last one is his bonus attack.
Mm-hmm.
So not with Great Weapon Master on this one. 18.
Yeah, hits.
For 12 damage.
Nice. Thank you. Yeah, so... Yeah,
The Plague
again,
Gladiator says thank you.
Yeah. Thank you for hitting me. No, so yeah, you just smash into him. You're once more. Bits of clay flying off everywhere, covering everyone, including Barney. Bits of it just flying all over the place. The walls of the pit now are sort of covered in chunks of lumps of clay that are just sort of slowly dripping off. Seamus, you're up.
Sweet. So yeah, Seamus is gonna run at that the remaining clay guardian. He's gonna try and run up his body, and kicking him as he's going, and swinging with his quarterstaff. So we'll do the quarterstaff, which will be a miss. That's an 11. And then the unarmed strike will be 18.
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah, sweet. So that's going to be for 10 damage.
Nice. How do you want to do that one?
Oh, nice. So yeah, so as he's running up, so he swings with his missed quarterstaff, but then just as he gets to the top, he's just pummeling his head, and literally the face just goes, and the clay just splatters to make a third layer of clay on the walls, and then it just drops to the floor, and yeah.
So yeah, again, the spears just clatter on the floor as they hit the ground, and I'll assume that you pick the spears up and travel back up top, unless anyone has anything else they want to do downstairs.
Does the portcullis now open?
You can jimmy it up, and it will open once. It's basically just a lift up job once the golems are all dead. Yeah.
We're also going to look at Cork and go. Go on, son.
Cool. With the last of Cork's rage, just help budge the fucking thing up. At which point, Cork will eventually make his way back upstairs and just exhausted after a good exercise. Just, ooh. Good job, everyone.
You're welcome. Yeah. Now we get to watch the fire giant fight the dinosaur.
Yes.
I'm going to whisper to Azrael. When we put the final 2 spears in, you need to be by the plinth.
I imagine it like a game where you've got the goblins on one side ready to grab a thing that appears, Azrael on the other.
Azrael,
ready.
You're muted. Steve, you're muted.
Okay.
Yeah,
this is like Family Fortunes.
Yeah.
In the back.
Yep. Okay, everybody. I just want to give you a nice round of applause. Go ahead and put the spears in, and everything will be fine, because that's where the cube's going to come out. Obviously, you can see the one that's already there. It's halfway there. Once you put the other spears in, it's going to solidify. That's how magic works. So go ahead and put those spears in as I cast Enthrall, and everybody needs to make a wisdom saving throw except for Grubbo.
Now, this is the wisdom saving throw that we've got advantage on, haven't we, from you earlier?
Yes, you do. That's the best. The only person that doesn't, or the people that lost the temporary hit points, do not have the advantage.
Correct.
Oh, okay, cool. That's fine.
I'll re-roll that then.
No, that's fine. Take the first one. Oh, man. Good lord.
14.
I think
got 8.
Seamus is the
So Sarkis
didn't have lost temporary hit points.
didn't lose hit.
No,
I
he
lost
did.
temporary hit
Okay.
points. I did, yeah.
Sarkis and Azrael Cork. You 3 are too enraptured with me or placing the spears to notice Grubbo maybe doing some things.
Oh, it's an elf enraptured with a goblin. No.
And as soon as that thing happens, I'm going to be a sleight of hand in that cube.
I'm literally fighting all my natural.
That's a 31.
Whoa.
Do they see me?
Oh, Jesus. How is that possible?
Are you even there?
That's insane.
So yeah, as you put as you put the other two spears in, the statues do exactly the same thing. They turn and face the plinth, and the plinth starts rotating slightly and dropping and slowly spinning corkscrewed into the ground until it's just the column in the middle that's slowly moving downwards, and the cube itself remains where it is, but the actual plinth just descends around where it was. No, it sits on the top of the plinth. It's just the outside has moved down outside around the cube itself.
Yep.
Yes, and the goblins.
And yeah, the goblin manages to pluck it out of the.
But the image, the illusionary minor image of it is still there. So I should be solid now. You're good. Start
No,
walking
I wasn't
towards the exit.
particularly. I wasn't interested in the cube. I was more interested in getting my gold piece back. So I must have saw where the goblin put it when I gave it to him earlier. So I'd like to make a sleight of hand check in stealing his purse, please.
Amazing. Everybody steals from everyone else. You couldn't sleight of hand and grab another cube from him, could you?
Oh, that was so close to a natural 20.
Hey,
You
whoa,
might
watch
discover
the
the
grab
elbow
ass.
deep. you had something on you. It was a bit of clay. I was
You just
just
wanted to touch
concerned.
my butt. I know. Get a load of this green. Once you go green, trust me, you gotta watch your spleen because there's no telling what's in this.
Reek pulls out a pocket watch. Oh, this may be broken, but it's really looking like
It's
about
time to go. Yeah.
Okay, but before we go, you guys wanted to barter some stones off of us, right?
Oh.
Yeah,
that's fine. Before,
That's right, and we
this whole
got
thing,
4
I
to
did say
barter.
that at the
Yeah.
start, you know.
We got 4 stones. We didn't let you know about the 4th one because we don't want to show all of our cards.
Yeah,
think
otherwise
we-
they
I
turn into
think
fire giants.
We need to huddle up, guys.
I've got a suggestion.
What we're gonna do.
I've
Oh,
got a
we have
suggestion.
suggestions.
Yeah, we got suggestions too.
Why don't we gamble and have the purple dinosaur fight the giant and see who gets all the cubes?
I'm pretty sure my fire giant, it's going to be a draw. I'm going to let you know that right now. I'll give you that one. But, I mean, we can gamble. But how about a rap battle?
Oh, no.
Crickets.
You're a bard.
Who said I'm a bard?
Bardic Inspiration.
Cork, didn't you say you wanted to be a bard? Now's your chance. Come on, let's. I know you got this.
I do not have this.
Oh, you got this. I believe in
I'm
you.
telling you all now. I do not have this.
Whatever is used, don't do the rap battle is gonna have to play hot potato. So which one doesn't want to play hot potato?
I'm gonna step
All right,
forward.
I throw a bone in the
I'm gonna
middle.
step forward and like dust off my jerkin.
Okay.
Off my jerkin.
I'll let you go first.
I'm assuming it's a performance roll off, unless you want to actually like rap.
I'll let them do a performance. I may actually do something.
You may be small, you may be lean, you may be mean. However, I've lost it. But however, I'm gonna make a roll.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
18.
However, we have the big grey green machine in Cork.
Nice.
Yeah, a very lucid,
Cork into this.
kind of elven tune.
All right,
And
you
then
got.
I'm gonna throw down a gauntlet. I'm gonna throw down a glove.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Hardcore. That's it.
Yeah.
And I see that you rolled an 18. Very nice.
Yeah.
And Reek will go over and pick up the glove, kind of smell it. Oh God, When was the last time you took this off? Ah, all right. Puts it in his back pocket. Look. Doc, you ain't shit, so you better quit. I'll make you fucking sick from choking on the stick. There'll be throw up, blowed up, everywhere is vomit. Y'all so nasty, I bet you hop back on it. I'm vulgar, I'm vile. I'll rub your face in bile. You're in denial, but you got to Reeky Nile fever. Couldn't believe you're still begging for it after I relieved. You just got owned for a fucking stone. You'll never overthrow the Scabos who's stealing all your ladies, so you'll always be alone.
Wow.
Yeah!
A real roll performance.
17.
Oh!
Oh, wow.
You had to throw in Cork, so it kind of messed
hold on.
me up. He's the greatest. All right, fine. This one's for Cork, and I'll give you a stone.
More stones.
And all right, hot potato, and I just throw a bomb in the middle of them. I need everybody to make a deck save.
Amazing.
Oh, 13.
I got a 14 total.
DC's 15.
Azrael with a
Ah.
20.
Oh no!
Anybody who fails takes 32 points of fire damage. Anybody who passes takes 16. And I lay 3 stones down at your feet. You earned that one.
Amazing.
What was the say? Was it 15?
DC was
yes.
15, yeah.
I am burning. Nice, I'm fine.
I'll cast Prayer of Healing.
Yeah, the last one was to make us laugh, but that was pretty fun. Oh,
Damage
by the
it.
way, if you run into Zagmira, you know, tell her that only one half of her face is pretty because the other one looks so bad. The one is like all gross and nice and clean, and the other one is so hot and old and wrinkly. Yeah, so bad. But she got tattoos all over. You can't miss her. She's the one that's in charge of the ones looking for this. Give her the finger for me.
Will do.
Yeah, we'll take this glove back and see if it's good for the boxes.
Yeah, I think this glove will be very good.
I did not wear that glove when I killed the Minotaur.
And he's just gonna start walking off.
Cool. So what we're going to do is pause it there and go to our break. I know it's a little bit late. And we'll be back shortly if you all want to run off for a bio or whatever you. And anyone that's wanting to can stick around and we'll ask Dustin and Devin some questions. So,
sounds great.
Yeah. Cool. If anyone in the chat has got any questions for Dustin and Devin, I know that we've got a couple in already. Ping them into chat with a capital Q, and we'll get them sent over to them or ask them now. Also, there is a giveaway from Gale Force 9. Gareth is kindly giving away a D&D box, which I think Dave's got behind him. Can you hold that up again?
There you go.
Yeah, so it's a character, D&D character class tin of your choice. What is there one for each of the races as well? I'm assuming.
Yeah, so there's the DM one, and then there's one out there for each of the classes. So we do have a question based on core this week.
Cool. Did you want to ask it?
To ask that question, right? Okay. So the question we had is based on the barbarian ability Feral Instinct, if I recall. Is that the one we had in mind?
That's one, yeah.
Cool. Okay, so Feral Instinct, just so everyone knows, it grants the barbarian advantage on initiative rolls. Additionally, if you're surprised at the beginning of combat, you aren't incapacitated, you act normally on your first turn, but only if you enter rage before doing so. But at what level does a barbarian unlock Feral Instinct? So, what level does a barbarian unlock feral instinct? If you could answer that in the chat. And
Did you want to whisper it to Steve if he doesn't already know, so he can set up a Nightbot command, or are we just going to go? Are we just going to go for the first person that can answer it?
I was just going to say to Steve, I was going to put it up on the video, and then I realised I give away the answer.
I will let Steve know what that level is, and then I will leave that in your with the crowd for a moment while I go for a bio.
Cool.
Well, Chris goes for a much needed piss.
Yeah.
You can ponder barbarian feats. There you go.
So just to clarify what's going to happen here then. So it's a secret code word in essence. The secret code word is the answer to the question. And we're going to roll Nightbot, or is it just the first person to give me the correct answer?
Up to Sarkis. You pick.
However you'd like to run it, to be honest. I just remembered there was a question.
So someone's landing quickly, so I think probably the best bet is just to go with how we would normally do it. So,
which is the Nightbot rolling, right? So the code word is exclamation point, the word level, and then the number, no spaces. So exclamation point, the word level, the number, no spaces, and I will set up Nightbot. It's not up yet, so just give me 2 seconds.
Cool. Whilst that's running, we'll turn to Dustin and Devon, our lovely goblins, who have caused quite a lot of carnage.
It's absolutely
amazing. Yeah, been absolutely amazing.
We are glad to be here. Thank you.
So
very much.
yeah, thanks for having us.
And,
Cheers, guys. Thank you.
Thanks for all the patience of the players dealing with our chicanery.
I am
I did kind of give you free reign of just cause as much carnage as you humanly can.
Yeah, this is Joe's fault. Blame Joe. We were like, "Are you sure?" He's like, "Oh yeah, it's gonna be great." All right.
Well, you delivered, guys. That was brilliant.
So yeah, give us can you give us a little bit of background about D4, like how long it's been going and what
I can give you some background about D4.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So I just once again, I'm Dustin.
I'm Devin.
We co-DM a 5th edition game of Dungeons and Dragons called D4.
And here's the background about it, right there.
Background, get it? All right, man. I'm gone. I'm
But yes, we are co-DM 5th edition game. We run 7 p.m. Eastern time, 4 p.m. Pacific, Rock Punch ATL's Twitch channel. And we are a high immersion, super deep role play, very heavy emotion type style of game. Very slow burn too. Very long narrative.
Very long narrative. We started out with kind of taking Dragon Heist, and just kind of stripping it down to its bare bones and kind of making it our own. Sunday is session 87, and they still have not completed Dragon Heist.
That shows you how long narrative, but that is because we keep adding more stuff to it, and the players keep adding their own stuff to it.
Yeah, there's been side quests, a lot of backstory stuff. We've basically all of the villains instead of just one villain, for those of you who have, are familiar with Dragon Heist. So it's all of them, not just one, so on and so forth.
And we changed so much. We have a far realm element into our story and things like that.
It's very, very heavy far realm and love. We're both fans of Lovecraftian, and so we wanted to put that creepypasta and Lovecraftian horror elements.
Spin on it,
So it's a lot of that type of horror based in our storytelling.
Yes.
Yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it.
Cool.
Yeah, we have a wonderful group of players. We have lots of guest spots. Guest players come in from time to time we do some great one shots as well and stuff like that. So please come check us out.
Yeah, I've just pinged a link to your channel as well in chat, so people can check it out as well.
Yeah, and all of our VODs are on
the
YouTube.
YouTubes.
There's a playlist of just D4, and which has all of our videos. I think there's like 111 videos of various behind the scenes stuff, our one shots, and then the main campaign, which is 87 sessions.
You can find us on all social media at D4DND.
Gives me something to do whilst I'm working from home. So I also got asked, how did you come up with the spellbook Mimic, and how long did it take to build it all?
So one of our players, Goblin, who's playing a lore seeker, a devout of Ogma, one out of play really likes really monstrous things.
Yeah.
And every game that she plays, she always likes monstrous things, but she also really loves books.
Right.
And so I was like, oh, why not we combine the two and have this creature that, they could either, have a boon or kill it.
Yeah.
And
it's completely up to them.
And because of something that happened in play, it ended up aging 6 years, so it was like a baby mimic, right?
Yeah, it started as a baby mimic, so it could carry it around. It was sticky, had just that, and then and
6 years later, it has now grown into like a young adult, maybe teenage mimic, and so it actually has some size to it now.
Can take other shapes than just the book.
Yeah,
but, it was just a fun little quirky item that we wanted to put in there. It was also like a functioning cookbook that they could use on top of it being a mimic. And
that's kind of, I think, really where it started, because I was like, oh man, it'd be fun to give them a cookbook that had just weird beasts and stuff like that. And then we talked about it and we're like, oh, what if it was a mimic? Like, oh, that would be fun.
Yeah.
Nice. What's your favorite character from the game that you're currently running?
You mean NPC, PC?
Both?
Sure, I can't say, every one of our players has brought something incredible to the table. We
100%.
are so lucky to have such an incredible cast. But as far as like favorite NPCs,
I know mine.
There's an NPC called Salazar. He is this just innocent, lovable lizard folk who
Salazar, you want to be an adventurer.
Completely innocent and naive, talks with a lisp, and just wants to be a hero.
And I really think my favorite, even though we haven't seen him in almost a year, is the Harlequin.
Yep.
And I can't tell you much about him, because if you watch it, there's a slow burn reveal that it was the best reveal we've had against the players so far. And all of the players and all of our viewers and fans hate us.
Yep. Yeah, he is evil to a T, and it's fun to write, and Devin portrays him, and he's a villain through and through.
Yeah.
So obviously you're co-DMing. Do you plan a lot of what you're going to do between each other, or is there any moments where one of you's done something that's kind of put a kibosh on what the other one was planning to do a minute later, or?
The answer to both of those questions is yes.
So we write 50-50. We basically, it's like being in a writer's room. Like we'll throw ideas and see what sticks, and then we'll kind of build off of each other for those ideas and kind of flesh out the story and solidify it.
It's so awesome, because as a DM, there are those times where you just get writer's block or you feel stuck and things like that. But having someone that is in the same mindset, in the same game, not just someone that you're talking to like, oh, I have to explain all of this other stuff so that you understand what the buildup is like, we can just back and forth and be like, oh, no, let's not do that, but let's do this. And it makes it so much easier and so much better. And we can just bolster each other and clear away all of the waste. Honestly, is the best part.
Yeah,
and then during game,
there are definitely times where one of us will throw a curveball that the other one wasn't expected, but we're very yes and so we take that yes and improv mentality and we're like, all right, we're gonna roll with it, and then like on our notepad or whatever, we're like, WTF question mark exclamation point underline.
Yeah, like, oh dude,
you
just
fucker.
you just fucked up that lore, and we're like, no, we'll fix it.
Yeah. You just roll with it, and then you fix it off screen and find a way to make it right or to take that and run with it.
It's and for anybody that's a stage performer, it's when you flub a line or anything, if you do it with confidence, no one will ever know.
Yep.
Edit in post.
Yep. And I mean, we've been, we co-ran a LARP together for 10 years, and so that's kind of where we first learned that hey, we actually run things really well together. And so when we decided to start D4, we were like, let's co-DM this, because we had retired from LARPing, and we just decided to keep going with this. I mean, and we're pretty much the same brain. We are Jaeger pilots, and D4 is our giant mech to fight against the kaiju
players.
Players.
This is a question from Ipsy, and she says, my question is actually for all of the badgers, and it is, how does it feel to be outclassed by goblins in both the sexy and confusing department?
As I've already said to her, she's out. She's out. That's it. No more.
She's gone. No more.
Devon, I'll welcome back, but no.
That's so inspirational.
It was a blast playing with you all. Definitely, and I will let you know that even though he thinks it, Reek is anything but sexy.
Yeah. Cool. Thanks so much for playing, for joining us, guys. We have got a winner, I believe, of the competition.
Yeah, but not from Nightbot, because Nightbot really didn't want to play ball tonight. So we will award it to the person that answered correctly first, and that was Pathfinder. So congratulations, Pathfinder.
Answer was level 7, as most people probably guessed.
Did you not feed Nightbot? Generally gets cranky if you don't feed it.
Nightbot is grumpy.
I think it left it on for too long. It just wouldn't register anybody. So
I've got a question for Devon and Dustin.
Yeah, sure.
So you mentioned like you love Lovecraft, and Lovecraft's a big thing for me as well. But what else inspires you guys? Obviously, like as DMs, you kind of kick off your players. But what inspires you to come up with the creations you come up with?
Pretty much anything that fits on the genre that we like. So we'll take inspiration, from stories we read, from movies, from other writers.
Podcasts we
listen to. There's a great podcast called The Magnus Archive, which if you haven't listened to it, highly recommend it. It is phenomenal. It is a mythos lore kind of. They have their own like mythos lore, Lovecraftian style. But like anything like that really helps sell that. The unknown.
Yeah, but also Dustin and I met at a prestigious haunted house. And we worked there for many, many years. It's probably the first year I haven't worked there because of COVID. But we like horror, and like in the 10 years that we LARP together, really found that we just like bleed. And that's when we push our players to a point where you are no longer a player playing a character, you are your character. And we like pushing that, whether it's sadness, happiness, laughter,
fear,
or pure fear. And so sometimes we just will look through art that's really messed up and be like, oh, that's a really fun piece of art. How do we incorporate that into our game? How do we torture our players this way? And but oftentimes, as DMs always know, if you prompt them, the players will give you enough rope to hang themselves with. So.
Almost that way. I was just going to ask. So, obviously, inspired by Lovecraftian things, there's a few RPGs that are inspired directly from Lovecraft. Have you actually played or been in either of those? I don't know if you answered that already.
We have. We actually. played Call of Cthulhu a couple times. I love Call of Cthulhu. There is our friends Mark Meir co-runs this game that we're currently playing in that is phenomenal, and it is kind of set in World War I era Call of Cthulhu. I've run Call of Cthulhu before, and then there's a wonderful 5th edition expansion called Cthulhu Mythos by Sandy Peterson, which I highly recommend if you haven't seen it. It is phenomenal. We have absolutely incorporated some of that into D4, allowing us to add into that actual Lovecraftian mythos itself. But yeah, it's
also been really fun because we try and make D4 as canonical to Forgotten Realms lore as possible, but finding those old elder gods that are established and then being like, oh, you are so close to this Lovecraftian monster that we're just gonna kind of blend them.
Tweak it a little bit.
You mentioned how all the horror stuff has influenced. So you start with the base of Waterdeep, and then you've built this more storytelling on top of that with your characters as well. What's been from the episodes you've done? What has been your favourites? Is there a particular story arc or particular few episodes that have really captured your imagination and the players?
There are a few. There's episode 41, which is the reveal.
Which is the big reveal. There's episode 48, which was the first character death. And we actually have our own homebrew resurrection rules that we use. You can actually get those now at the DM's Guild. We've released those for purchase out there.
D4, something on
Resurrection, a D4 variant.
Rule. Yeah, Resurrection, a D4 variant. Yeah.
And so we're basically resurrecting someone. It takes the entire table to really resurrect someone, and it helps make it more than just, hey, I spend 500 gold diamond, you're back.
Yeah, and we were heavily influenced by Matthew Mercer, obviously with his rituals, but we took that and we completely changed it and mixed it with our LARP background. And there's this whole, like, everybody pours everything into this moment, and there's still that moment of chance because you have to pull from a bag of marbles. And if you pull a black marble, it doesn't matter.
That's your final death. So death, means something. There's that fear of final death. It's not just I died.
Yeah, we cast the spell. I mean, it was a sad moment, but it's gonna be fine.
And so there's always that fear that this could be your final death. Playing this character, and that it really helps make death mean something to the game. We found.
Yeah. Other than that, there's just all of the really heavy emotional, but those are the two that super stick out. But yeah, there's a couple of when the big reveals happen, or when the players realize how much they've changed the world around them. Because I mean, we hit them pretty hard, and there are a couple of times where they feel a little bit downtrodden, and then they realize how much has changed because of them, and they're like, oh my god, we've done so much. And then those are also really great moments. So
cool. Thank you.
Cool. Does anyone else have any further questions? There's nothing else in chat. Take it. Ryan said that he picked up those rules a few weeks ago and immediately messaged his players to tell them that we would be using them from now on.
Oh,
yeah,
that's amazing. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Just so everyone knows, there's good marbles, which it's successful, it comes back. There's death marbles. It's not successful, you don't come back. And then there's the bargaining marble, where you actually have to bargain with death, and you come back but with a consequence, and it changes your character a little bit.
Yes.
That sounds good.
I think the other weird one is I mean, this year has probably been the weirdest year for everybody that's been around. This has been kind of mental. How have you guys kept role playing through? Obviously you guys stream and certain things used to that, but the disjointedness of not being able to role play face to face, and with a group and doing everything via. How have you found that? Because for me, I found it challenging. It's been one of those things that you just go. It seems harder to actually do it through like a media interface at times, because I think you miss that face-to-face interaction with people.
Yeah, it's definitely different, like that the energy that you get off of being at a table with people and playing off the energy of your fellow players. But we found that if you basically just focus on the faces in front of you, focus on the story, and try not to pay too much attention to the fact that you're not face to face, helps me at least, like looking and going, okay, I know I'm playing with we get to be here with y'all across the pond. We actually get to hang out and play with you guys, and we wouldn't be able to do that if we were going to play.
That is one of the benefits that COVID is allowed more guest appearances in both directions for us, and the other way around, because we're a studio show. It really, the energy is different, but we're thankful for our amazing players that are trying their best to focus and still bring that energy. It is different, but it's a challenge across the board everywhere. There are times where we're playing a scene and I know it could be better, but we're just doing our best.
Yeah, it is what it is, and there's nothing we can do to change it. And we're going to be safe, and we're going to continue like with these times. And I'm going to take the fact that we can still play as a blessing.
Yes.
Because the latter is much worse. I would not, I would hate to not be able to roll dice with my friends. I would hate to not be able to roll dice with amazing people like you. And the fact that we can do that is a blessing.
Yes.
One final question that's come up is actually from a friend of mine who's going to be starting his own campaign this Sunday, and we're all going to be playing in it. He said, do you have any tips for a new DM that's just about to run their first campaign?
Yes. Every new DM that gets buried into this game and just falls in love with it always wants to create a world from the ground up. And I'm telling you, don't do that. As a new DM, it was something that I did. Start small. You can create aspects of the world that doesn't have to be solidified and concrete, and have those NPCs come in and just show tidbits, little tiny nuggets of the outside world. But you don't have to have your players travel across the entirety of the world. You can have it like centralized in a forest locale, a bunch of small towns or anything like that. Like the way Icewind Dale is the 10 towns, the way Waterdeep is just Waterdeep, and Mines of Phandelver and the Essentials Kit and stuff like that is Phandelver plus the surrounding area. Focus on writing a campaign that really solidifies in that area instead of trying to see the world as a whole, because you're going to bog yourself down with details. You're going to bog yourself down with lore and world creation, and the story is going to suffer.
Once you solidify the area, then you can start branching off and kind of filling in the blanks as they come up, and help with that, because starting from world building and working your way down to the city, some people can do it, and amazing for them, and that's awesome, but it's not, you don't have to have that. Focus on the main story before, the small details before you start worrying about the big details.
And number two, if you and your players are having fun, you're doing it correctly. So that's it.
Doesn't matter if you can do voices, if you can't, do it. That's not what makes D&D. What makes D&D is you having fun with your friends, and that's all that matters.
Yes.
You haven't met our group of friends. I'm playing a goblin in that game actually as well. So, yeah.
Nice. My other advice would be ask your players after every session what their plans are for the next week, because that will already tell you where their mindset is in what their plans are. So you have stuff written for that. You don't have to make it up on the fly and kind of like stumble and step over. You're like, oh, okay, well, I know he wanted to, talk to this NPC about this subject. I can have that NPC kind of note, like make a couple of notes of like, this is what the NPC knows, instead of being put on the spot and like, oh man, what do I know? And you just being extra prepared by asking your players because they are helping you tell the story. It's a group narrative, not a singular narrative that they are playing in. And that will help you as well, because those are those times that the PCs are giving you that rope.
Yep. Yeah, and don't be afraid if the players do something you don't have planned.
Yeah, that's
because
fine
they're
too.
going to. It's gonna happen. You can plan for A through Z, and they're gonna do double Q that doesn't even exist, but they're gonna do it.
Yep.
Just roll with it, have fun. They're gonna enjoy anything, and if it comes to it, just be like, "Hey guys, I'm gonna need a minute. I wasn't quite ready for this. Give me a few minutes to collect myself." I guarantee you, they're gonna be like, "Yeah, we understand. We just threw you a curveball."
There was a
Yeah.
huge moment like that in D4 where one of our players decided to run from the watch, and thankfully it timed up well with our break, and we had to go step away for about 15 minutes and be like, okay, what are we doing? Because this. Ooh.
Such a great episode.
It was so good though.
Such a great, yeah. And moments like that can really change and make the game.
Yeah. Yeah, because we brought in an NPC that he wasn't supposed to meet for
a while,
a long time, but it worked out great.
Those are sort of moments that people would go back and talk about as well at later points. Remember wins. Yeah.
New DMs, have fun.
Yeah. Yeah. And on that note, just like to say thank you for joining us, guys.
Yeah, thank you
it's
for
been a
having us.
blast. And yeah, thanks to the players, all the viewers. Who we got in chat still? Let's have a.
We had so earlier we had Oboe Lauren Oboe. We had Goblin Katie as well drop by from D4.
Nice.
And we spotted Justice. Justice Arman is in there.
Yep.
Still trying to get Justice on here. We're trying to work out dates and things like that.
I was like, join us. Big thanks to Will Dockerell for modding his first time in chat. So big thanks, Will, for doing that. And seems like the inspiration vote worked as well, which is good. So we'll continue rolling that every week if people are up for it.
Oh yeah.
Well, we'll try and tweak it so we can, do players, guests, and DM as well.
Yeah. See if we can get extra individuals on there. Jay Azu, thanks for joining us. Chav Hunter, obviously every week, every Thursday and Fridays. V and K, cheers for joining. Virgo Pros, Justice, obviously. Commander Root, I've seen Commander Root before as well, I believe.
If we've got enough time, I've got one more question for our guests I've thought of.
Go on then, if they're all right with you bothering them some more.
Yeah.
No, why? Throw another fireball.
What is the best critical success or critical failure you've ever experienced in any of your games?
Well,
One
I
that's
gotta
made you
ask
just
a
go,
tough one. You gotta ask a hard question.
Yeah.
I've started to come around to the idea recently that critical failures are actually a little bit more fun than critical successes because you know what's going to happen on a success. On a fail.
That one for me, that same episode that we were just talking about where one of our players threw us a curveball, there was a moment where he was escaping and it came down to an athletics roll between him and the guard, and he rolled really low and there was no way that he was going to get away, and the guard rolled a natural 1 and allowed him to escape, and that just added to that scene even more, and that's one that just stands out to me right away because of this. We were just talking about it, but there's been a couple of those moments that it's like the dice know that this is when you tell that story and when it's ready to tell, and but that's definitely one that really stands out to me. Yeah, and I'm sure there's more, but just on the spot, that's the first one.
That is a hard question.
That is a hard question.
I thought it might be a tricky one. It's something I was dwelling on. It's something I thought about briefly yesterday. It just came to my mind. I was like, oh, that's a unique question. I don't think too many
that's a
people
great
ask
question.
it.
Nice. So yeah, guys, big thank you to Beadle and Grim once again for sponsoring this session. Also a big thank you to Gareth and everyone at Gale Force 9 for sponsoring as well. And we shall see you guys. What were you waving? What's the problem? You waving at me?
You're on mute, Dave.
Oh,
yeah. I'm doing all this and thanking people. And Gareth said it. I was saying thank you to Beadle and Grim. I was saying thank you to Gareth at Gale Force 9. And I said, well, Gareth is the only one I know. I don't know anyone else at Gale Force 9.
Yeah, big thank you to Dustin and Devon once more, and everyone D4. Cheers for coming on, guys. That was amazing. I was actually in tears at the start, laughing so much. Everyone that's watching in chat, stick around. We're gonna go and raid someone, I believe. Steve, you're gonna set that up for us?
Yes.
Or
yes,
I can do it. Don't mind.
No, I'm doing it now. I'm just being a bit slow.
Come back next Thursday, 9 PM UK time, and Dave will be running another Runelords session.
We start chapter 3 of Runelords. So brand new location, brand new guests. We have Wayne Breck from Dungeon Crate joining us. So that should be very interesting as we'll see a brand new character joining our team as it heats up.
Brilliant. Cool.
Look forward to that.
And we're 8th level now.
Nice.
You've reached 8th level.
Cool. Yeah, you guys are gonna level up as well, but we'll deal with that offline as well.
Sure.
Later on.
Well,
over 9,000.
We'll figure that out.
Cool. Did you want to run the Goblin trailer again, seeing as you got these guys on, or are we just going straight into a raid? Well, they can just perform it again, sure they.
You're real funny.
Good. Hold on, I got a performance right here. Oh my God! Hold on. $500. You can get that. Yep, you get that. $500.
How about an Oreo?
That's going to have to be a saved Twitch clip now. That's gonna be, so, welcome back to Badger. No, fuck off!
Cool. Amazing. All right, take care, guys. See you
Thanks for
next
having us.
Thursday.
Yeah.
Cheers, guys.
See you next
Thank
time,
you.
guys. Bye.
Thank you.
Hi everyone,
Let's
and
raid
welcome
some
to the
fools.
Beadle and Grimm's Home Shopping Network. Today, Shipping Goblin George here is going to let you know about the amazing selection of officially licensed Dungeons & Dragons jewelry that we've made available.
Yes, water-deep, shiny faction tokens, shiny dragon coins. Oh, shiny shark medallion.
They're absolutely beautiful, aren't they? Oh, and here's an update. As a special offer for today only, if we don't sell 10 pieces by the end of this commercial, George and I will both be killed.
Seriously?
Not to worry. 10 very reasonably priced pieces of D&D jewelry is not a problem. I'm sure no one wants us to die. How much money you got on you?
Oh, bones, lint, more bones.
Come on, $15 for 3 dragon pieces. We get the ball rolling.
Oh, okay. Ooh, more bones. $15.
There you go.
I was saving that for lunch.
Oh, sale number 1, baby. Here we go. Dam's broken. Let's go. Run!